In a world of shiny helmets, spandex jumpsuits, and strange monsters, these heroes force feed you a bowl of awesome that is the Tokudon Podcast. Join Carl and Rob as they haphazardly welcome you to the exciting genre of Tokusatsu. Now, open wide.
Hello, friends! How are we?
Hi, guys.
How are we feeling? Back for another episode of Tokudon.
Is that what this is? Oh,
Yeah, because we had a plan, and we were going to do a plan and do another review, and then you mentioned
we're so good at it.
It's fucking trash. So.
Listen, all right. So, full disclosure, I saw the trailer for a movie called Psycho Gorman. I got really stoked about it because it seemed like such a straight up toku thing, and I'm like, yo, let's watch this. And I did, and I'm not gonna say, you know what, I actually have a couple positives. And did you even watch it?
No, I didn't, because you said it was trash, so I didn't bother.
Yes. All right. But
I was gonna ask you, give me like a couple. So we decided not to do it because, you know, if you guys know,
ultimately, no.
We don't want to spend 2 hours shitting on something because that's just not fun to even do, let alone talk about. So I was gonna ask you, like, is there any redeeming factors to it? Like, give me a couple of good points and a couple bad points.
Right. All right. So in essence, to go over the plot really quickly, you have 2 kids that find a magical stone that can control this ultra powerful monster that
he's like a Terminator alien or something, right?
He's literally the Terminator alien.
Okay.
He has an origin story where he was a slave, but he finds this gemstone that makes him super powerful, and they end up locking him away on Earth. Earthlings find it. He becomes like this fucking super nanny for them. Because he can't harm them, he has to obey their command. And shenanigans ensue.
I'm assuming there's a lot of threatening their lives at any point, where if I could, I would murder
the kind of humor where you know it's coming. You know what I mean? The jokes are already written because of the context of the situation.
Gotcha.
And they go back to these jokes too many times. So...
Okay.
It's charming if you're in the mood for something that's not quite toku. It's more of like a E.T. murderer. You know what I mean? Like it's that kind of movie where the alien helps the children discover a lesson. The alien comes to like them, and then that's pretty much it. You know,
Star Kid, but
nothing.
Murder.
Yeah, nothing. The good parts are. Everything that has to do with Psycho Gorman's flashbacks, because this is a brutal fucking movie. It's Amazon's, it's Black Sun level of gore, because it lives up to the name. But other than that, those are just flashbacks, you know, because he's narrating it. It's just like, and I did this, and they were literally, it's just gratuitous violence, which is fine, but that's not enough for the movie, for me. So ultimately, I just didn't think it was enough for me to like it, to praise it for anyone else. So some of the key things that I only made notes of: the writer, the director, and the designer of all the kaiju is the same guy.
Nice.
So that's fucking insane.
That's cool.
Like, yeah.
That's some Keita Amamiya shit.
Right. And that was like, okay, my man had a vision, wrote the vision, and designed these damn monsters. And the monsters are varied enough that, you know, they're dope. And you know, let me just give you guys I'm gonna drop an image on the Discord of this guy, and the kaiju that he designed, because legit, that's what sold me on bringing it up to begin with.
So yeah, that was Psycho Gorman. We were gonna review that originally this week, and we decided not to. And while you pull that up, instead, friends, you're all here to help us rate some fucking Kamen Rider Saber suits, because Kamen Rider Saber is good, and I will die on this fucking hill.
I forgot how awesome it was. I forgot the epicness that ensued in it. I did because, you know, it's already been, what, 2 years, dude?
Almost 2 years now, yeah. I guess a year since it technically ended, but almost 2 years.
Yeah, and like just rewatching some of the clips and like remembering all these moments, because I think it had a lot to do with the vibe And that's what I remember appreciating more than some of the less than spectacular suits. But we'll get there. We'll get there.
There's definitely some less than spectacular things in Saber, but I'm curious to see. I really want to rewatch it in like chunks, right? Because we've talked about before how riders can be stronger or weaker depending on if you watch them week to week or if you watch them in chunks. I want to rewatch Saber and see if I feel strongly or less strong, that kind of thing. And I also just want to rewatch Saber because I like Saber. But I'm curious, if it would change my opinion at all watching it in chunks. All right, so here's some Psycho Goreman.
Oh yeah. So I dropped these in the Discord to bring those.
That is a Goreman. That is definitely a Goreman.
So like I said, these kaiju things, he had themes when he designed these guys. Like the one just beneath the main one is supposed to be his tribute to the orcs from the Lord of the Rings. Okay. This other one, like the trash can, is supposed to be. Yeah, Death Trapper is supposed to be his homage to like the idea of what happens to bodies after battles. Like this thing just like collects them and then just fucking those nozzles on his arms just shoot high pressure blood. And like it's kind of like
very tongue in cheek, it sounds.
Yeah, it's very on cue, you know what I mean? Like when it's like, and expect the joke, and expect the joke. A dope design is his angel-like villain. That's like the main villain of the movie. It's like this overlord.
Very Huck Heider kind of like villain is a good guy sort of thing, like hyper justice good guy.
But one thing I noted is the suits that fit the people, especially Psycho Goreman, these were glued onto their bodies. So they couldn't sweat, they couldn't do anything in between takes. Yeah. So, but that's where I'm getting at is like this guy, the director, he knew that, and he took the initiative to make sure that takes were swift and that they were given breaks and all that shit. Like,
interesting. So instead of like makeup, he just glued these fucking suits to these people. Okay.
Yeah, and it's like he took the initiative to understand the situation they were in to make them as comfortable as possible too during filming. Fucking amazing. That's two things that you're gonna like, and then we can move on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of homages in this movie. One to the Phantasm, which is a big one for me, and the choreographer of this, and I'm not going to tell you where it is, but he was like, no, is it? No, I didn't write the name. Whoever it is, he was like, I saw this movie when I was a kid, and I just wanted to do this. I just wanted to do it. He was talking about Dark Hero.
Okay.
He put a Guyver kick in this movie.
Sick. I'm here for it. Like the one where he runs up the tree and everything. Was it that kick?
The flippy kick, where he's doing the axle kick.
Yep. Okay. I'm here for it. Yep. We got the gills kick, the people. We're good.
Yeah. So that's in there, and I saw it, and you should see it because it's pretty dope.
Okay. But, maybe I'll watch it. I'm sure I won't get through the whole thing because anytime something like that happens, I'm like, wow, this was fun for 20 minutes. But we thought it would be better to focus on something a little more fun, essentially. Yes. And, like I said, we didn't want to shit on something for 2 hours. So in that case, let's get to the main event that y'all are here for. Chat is going to help us rate some Saber suits. You guys in the chat hanging out. We have a fun little ditty thanks to our friend Hawk Hillies, friend of the channel and friend IRL. Appreciate you, bro. Gave me a sweet little overlay thing that we can use now instead of our usual Twitch cockamamie setup thing that we like to do. So first up on the list, we're gonna softball it. We're gonna start with something kind of simple. Get the blood pumping a little bit here.
I don't know about you, but I don't think any of the suits are softballs, man. I think these are all fucking bangers right out the gate.
Okay. So let me remind everyone of our tiers here because we have a unique scaling system on this channel. We have your typical S, A, B, C, and D, but they stand for something you may not expect. We have the S slaps. A is absolute gold. B is basically good. C is can't believe it's mediocre. And D is dang. That's poopy doo doo caca.
Caca, my friend. Poopy doo doo caca.
Poopy doo doo caca.
One that I think we might leave pretty barren. I'm gonna go with that. I think that's gonna be pretty
you think?
barren.
I have a couple that'll float down that way.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I do.
I do. The poopy caca joke.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Actually, floaters get it.
Yeah.
I'll be here all week. Thanks, guys.
This is how we do it.
So first up on the list, and I will pull up the poll right now. Y'all can decide in the chat what you want to do. Start this shizzle. Doink. Poll up. We are talking Saber, Dragon, Jackoon, and that is Jack and the Beanstalk. If you guys didn't remember that book, you guys can type the letter or the number associated with each tier, 1 through 5. Scaling down. You guys can type it in the chat.
I think that this one, when it came out, this is like one of his first ones, right? Like this is like the first moment he puts a second book on and reads out of shit in his pants.
I think literally the second book he gets.
Yeah, and he's like right out the gate, like, you know what? Let's fucking go. And man, when it comes to Jack and the Beanstalk, somehow I don't see this Saber connection.
Okay.
I get like metal Saber vibes out of this.
Okay.
What about you?
So Jack, I always thought was a really cool one. And I thought it was very on the nose when we were kind of getting to this book aspect, right? I thought it was pretty cool. Right. And it was a very different style too. It's kind of got this like techno metally vibe going on. It's almost like a winch that the actual spear thing is on.
I didn't make that connection. You're right.
It's kind of cool.
It is it's like a winch, but okay. Given that that's the case, it definitely makes more sense. But at the same time, where does the metal come from?
The Beanstalk, obviously. Yeah. Hello.
Right, Jack 2099. Got it.
Jack 2099. That is a perfect way to do it. Yeah. So, and if you guys aren't familiar and you're hanging out in the chat right now, if you're watching in the future times, it may not be as easy. But if you're hanging out in the live times and you don't know too much about Saber, just vote with your gut. I have it up on screen right now. Just go with aesthetics, coolness factor of what we're describing. I think this one in particular, like, it has the winch, but it also like fires the beans out, if I remember correctly.
It does, it shoots he creates like a portal first and then he shoots it out.
Yeah.
What about the dangly thingy? The dangly thing is definitely a negative. He doesn't really use it as a weapon, but I mean it's a distraction, so maybe.
Yeah, you can kind of wave it around at someone real quick.
If you're fighting that thing and he's swinging a sword at you and then you see like a gangly thing, you're gonna ask questions right away. So yeah, I think of them. Where do we rank this guy?
So far, we have a 3-way tie, which, if you guys don't know, whenever we do this, if chat has a tie, we are the ones who break it.
It is our duty.
It is our duty to do it, which may be a little harder with 2 people because if we split, we're fucked. But we decide between the options that are based that you guys choose, and we are the ones who split it. So, as of right now, I'm giving it another 30 seconds or so if you guys want to vote. Type the number in the chat, what tier you think this is. I have it up on screen right now. You certainly can. I personally, right now, we have a 3-way tie between Slaps, Absolute Gold, and Basically Good. I'd put it in Basically Good.
I'm agreeing. I just noticed that the little swizzle thingy wraps around the Saber horn, which is a bonus.
That's a bonus.
Cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Bet. All right. Last chance to get him in there.
Let's get Akuma, Todoroki suit go burr.
Todoroki suit go burr.
I loved the moment because I remember they were fighting the ants and they were like, he was like, check this out, fucking shoots them in the ground, rides the thing up on like what one of the 3 times we see the bike, maybe I think. And it's like it's this dope ass sequence, but then that leads to the whole CG thing.
Yes, this is when we very quickly get launched into the CG realm that is COVID Saber. Right. So if you guys didn't know, the season was made, the first Rider season, in peak COVID. This started filming like mid shutdown essentially. So they had to do as much as they could to get as many people in front of a green screen as possible for as long as possible. And even take entire sets and just make it a green screen throughout the show at some point.
They made the damn thing happen.
They made the damn thing happen.
They made the damn thing happen. 01 was like, you know what? Good luck.
Yeah.
And they're like, we got this. Yeah. We got this.
And kind of riding Saber's, one book style, I think a solid one to go off of that is the Peter Fantasista, the Peter Pan, if you will. So that is the new suit that we're going to vote next. Again, you got Slaps Absolute Gold, basically good. Can't believe it's mediocre. And dang, that's poopy doo doo caca. I'm going to open this poll up once more. Vote with your heart.
Vote with your guts. Because
boom. How do you feel about Dragon Peter Fantasista, which evolves into one of my favorite forms of all time, but we'll get to in just a second.
No, this one is amazing just because of that. I have nothing else to say. The simple Ash of War on this thing is what I love so much about it. Like there's the hook and the clash of the colors. The blue and the red is always dope. Dude, that's the whole plot for my chest here. The blue and the red combined. The blue and the red always complement whatever you're gonna slap it on.
There's a reason why player 1 and player 2 are always red and blue. There's a reason for it.
This slaps, man.
This one looks real tight. I like the kind of like horn wing thing it's got going on. Which plays into a suit we'll look at later. But I think this is a really solid.
Is it a horn or is it like the bow of the ship?
Oh, I never thought about that. Yeah, I think it is supposed to be more the bow of the ship. That's a good little call out. And then obviously the hook is the hook. Yeah, but he actually uses this hook, unlike the kind of wavy, whippy thing we saw before, which is pretty sick.
In the Discord for you guys. Oh man, okay, but we can't deny that the best factor is the Brolic Broly Tinkerbell. Right?
Oh, that's not this one. That's not this one. That is not this one, my friend. We'll get to that one next.
Oh, I'm confused.
You are one stage down. That is a 3-volume set. So this is the one that he gets at the beginning of that 2-episode arc.
That's before that one. Gotcha.
So this is right after he meets Rentharo.
Then just based off design, this one slaps. Still slaps.
So pretty unanimous here. We are calling this one Absolute Gold.
Yep. I like this one.
Very cool. Wow. Very cool. Let me pull this bad boy back up. Where are you? I just saw you on here. There it is. Absolute Gold. And since we're here, we'll go to the 3-volume. Let me pull it up.
Yes, please.
This is the one you were thinking of.
That's what I thought we were talking about. My bad, guys. But still, my point, I'm sticking with what I said. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So this is the 3-volume version of that. And I respectfully need to get the clip. Hang on now.
Okay. No, I understand. I support your decision entirely.
Yep. It has one of the greatest finishers of all time. Fighting Fairy is what it's called, by the way.
Fighting Fairy. Got it.
So I'm gonna pull something up for everyone in the chat to watch, and you decide. This is its final form.
Oh wow.
Let me start this poll. Bwah, bwah.
Look at that.
I mean, the Tinkerbell, the dragon Tinkerbell that clotheslines someone and then explodes into needles because it has the hedgehog in the center here. This is my favorite form in the series, solely for Fighting Fairy.
Listen, Fighting Fairy was what I thought we were talking about, and that is what sold me on this. This form. Come on, you guys. When he busts this out, you can't tell me, like, one, it was like such an unexpected moment entirely. As ridiculous as the show was, to the point where you're like, okay, this was like,
we get buff Tinkerbell. That was, and then here's the form itself. If you guys need the actual form, if if that mattered, oh my god, Aldi, you're amazing. Slaps.
I'm telling you.
This is the actual form, and then the final, attack is buff Tinkerbell, the Fighting Fairy. And let me tell you about how, on like one hand, I can count the amount of times I've cried at a TV show laughing. This is one of them.
I think we couldn't get over it. We were stuck on it for like a whole day and a half. Just like, I can't believe that this thing exists now and we love it.
Yeah. No, I love Fighting Fairy, and if I ever become a Kamen Rider, I hope the gods bless me with Fighting Fairy.
You would have to.
That's my stand. Fighting Fairy is my stand. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see how this poll is going. We have a tie between slaps and absolute gold.
Okay, you know
Dang.
what?
Do you have a tiebreaker? I'll give it 30 more seconds if anyone wants to throw in a tiebreaker.
Slaps and absolute gold.
I mean, those are the only options, honestly.
You know, and it was a bonus too, because we were talking about the possibility of how things could get, because the episode before we were stoked on, oh my god, what was it, the Lion Senki thing. He was like, your shit, you hopped up on Senki. And then this fucker happens,
and then this thing happens, and I was like, who
Senki who?
Peacemaker's mentioning that the actress and the abs guy from '01 have some kind of relation. I believe they're friends or brother sister. Yes, they do have some kind of relation. I don't remember what the exact relation is, but they do know each other to some capacity.
They work out together.
Which is kind of, they probably are workout buddies. I think they're like fitness models. They're both fitness models or something like that.
That's what.
So
they met at the
do have the tie between absolute gold and slaps. Where are you putting this one?
Slaps.
I gotta give it slaps too. I gotta give it the slaps too.
Done. Baby,
Dunzo.
Like, come on, man. Saber, you sick, twisted bastard.
Beautiful and delicious, and I love it. It's so good.
It gets weirder, and they get weirder.
Let's hop off Saber for a minute, and let's go to a very universally, I would say, loved form. Let's go to Jakku, Jiao Dragon, or not Jiao Dragon, Jakku, his base form, the dark sword.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go to that. I'll pull that up for everyone here. If you want to kind of give us the rundown of what that is, the dark saber.
So there's the, obviously we have the obligatory purple rider, and this one, man, Kuroyami, I think that was his name. He was the villain for the first arc of the show.
I'm sorry, Caliber is the name. Caliber.
Yep. It was the Jakku Saber, right?
Jakku Saber, yep.
Jakku Saber. Anyway, it was purple dragon theme.
Jakku Dragon, same thing.
I'm dropping it in the Discord right now for you guys. Oh man, I have this in every Purple Rider's design has been top tier for me. I can't say which one yet. I'm still kind of deciding right now, but I'm feeling the black, gold, and purple.
Yeah,
that's
pretty
the
solid.
chef's kiss.
Pretty solid. This is also a unique one because this is the first time we're used to seeing Saber and Blades using 3 books. This is the first time we see a single book belt. And he has this kind of crazy sword. I can try and pull up here as well. Where is it?
What is that sword called again?
Konkin Kuriyami.
Kuriyami. There you go. Caliber. Yep.
On Konkin Kuriyami, that is the dark saber essentially, because they use the swords. If no one is familiar,
and what it does is corrupt you. It turns you into an evil emo bastard every time you use it.
Emo bastard. Yep, yes, that is for true.
And then you go to the dark realm when you die.
Yep.
Because
but also come back immediately. So
yeah. We're not going to talk about Kento so much.
Don't ask questions.
Yeah. Kento was almost beautiful.
You apparently go to the dark realm where you kind of Doctor Strange all of reality and just experience it in every possible facet.
It's true. That's what it ended up being. Like, it broke his mind, and then he's like, I'm so sad.
I have to save you all by stealing all these swords and killing all of you. I don't know.
But then
again, he wanted to kill all of them. He just wanted to steal the swords. But
if we didn't have that, we wouldn't have Endgame. So whatever. Okay,
it's true. But this was the snap before this. It was actually after Endgame, but that's fine. It's the snap before the snap. Damn it.
Same shit. This actually does the one thing that I appreciate the most out of it is that it does end up being Sophia's form. So that that this dope ass design is female form, amazing.
Amazing. Personally kind of hated
she didn't do anything with it. She didn't do shit with it.
I personally hated that.
I'm just saying
I hated that she just kind of came out of nowhere and was like, I have Jakku Dragon now. What's up? I'm
Isn't
Caliber.
She the only one who could control it though? Like, or did it already lose all the juju after that?
At that point, I don't think they really cared about the sword, to be honest with you, because Kenta had his revelation as a character and went back to being a good dude and all that kind of nonsense. So it seems pretty unanimous where we're putting this bad boy. Everyone's put it in absolute gold. So
this is gold.
It is gold. It is gold. And might as well, because there's only 2 of them. We'll do the upgrade form next.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay.
So
yeah.
The upgrade form.
The super shredder.
The super shredder is a great way to describe it.
I'm gonna drop this in the Discord for you guys. Oh my god, this fucking suit. I mean, like I said, Super Shredder vibes from top to bottom. The spiky pauldrons, the spiky helmet, everything. I think it was just exactly what we said the first time we saw it. Dude, he's the Super Shredder. And the upgraded belt. This slaps, man.
Yeah,
this slaps.
This is, let me pull up a new poll here. There you go. You guys can check it out. This is Super Shredder. This is Zhao Dragon. The Thousand Dragon, I believe, is what it translated to. Something like that. He basically has a whole bunch of dragons flying around him and can do all kinds of cool stuff. I think it's like 4 when he finally starts doing all the CG nonsense. But yeah, this is big Super Shredder vibes. He's got... Yeah, I feel like Kenta gets taller. You say that
like one dragon's not enough. Like,
it's not. Clearly. It's not enough. But yeah, no, this form, when it debuted, I think we all kind of felt like it sort of, I don't know, it premiered too early, I feel like. Because we got this in episode, like, I don't know, 8, 7, something like that.
It was early.
It was real early. Yeah.
Yeah, but they had defeated him. They had just finished the first arc, and that's why he needed to do the upgrade, right?
This was, the getting into the end of the first arc where our first Caliber user is, defeated, and his whole plan to create the giant book, the Wonder Book itself, and all kinds of crazy shenanigans ensued. It's an arc. It has its rough patches, but that's how we started it, and it was kind of like, wow, we're going hard this early. Okay, what are we doing next? So yeah, this is Zhao Dragon. Plus a full cape. Where do you? Yes, plus a full cape that is very thin, and Kamen Rider does really thin capes for some reason. I don't get it.
Because
where do you personally rate Caliber Zhao Dragon?
Personally,
you have to say it like that too. Zhao Dragon.
Zhao Dragon falls into absolute gold for me.
Absolute gold? Okay, it's not a slaps for you? I would have thought it would have been a slaps.
It would be, but I have this personal thing. I like to look at that and appreciating it. But then I put myself in the suit.
Yeah.
And in the suit, I can't rock anything that bulky. I wouldn't be able to.
Do you prefer base Caliber to this one?
Yes, that's why.
I bet. Pretty unanimous as well for this one. This one is a slaps. This is a huge upgrade for everyone in terms of looks, and I totally get it. I think it's absolute gold. They're about even for me, honestly. I like both designs. So there is our list so far. Let's go over.
Just throw something at your screen. Yeah, just throw something at your screen. Whatever sticks.
let's do base blades. How about that? We'll do base blades. We'll mix it up. Switch riders again.
Your boy.
My boy. He kind of got a little annoying, but he's my boy.
You mean you don't endear the Homo sapien? You don't like Homo sapien?
So Rintaro is fine. He does a lot of whining. He's fine. He just does a lot of whining.
But then again, no, it's a tie between him and Kento. They do a lot.
Kento does a lot of crying. Rintaro does a lot of shrieking. There's a slight difference. So
fair.
This is our main secondary. This is my dude. If you guys can see behind me, I have his setup cooking right down there. That's the big book. We'll get to that for him in a minute. But that is my dude. I usually have a Nagare on my Saber since you can swap them out. And this is Blades himself. Base form Blades, one book. As you can see, it's a little different than Saber. So Sabers keeps his on his right shoulder. Blades has his in the center. And then once we get to Espada, who we have not seen yet, his goes on the left. So they have 3 sections. They can place a book in each spot. His is centered on the center, and then they build around him. So
which is not bad. I like that. That's a subtle thing because it doesn't really matter where they put them. They just kind of prefer to put them in different spots.
Yeah,
but
for me, I would put this in a solid absolute gold. I really like this form, which I'm a little biased, but for me, honestly, it's the white accents on the black that really sell this.
What detracts it for me is the animal motif on the chest. It's
you're
really
biased against animal motifs, so
I am, but I'm taking it to the point where it looks cartoony. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like
they do look very cartoony.
Yeah, and I think that obviously it's on purpose. But when you go up one, Zhao Dragon, yeah, they might not be like the most evil looking dragons, but that's not vast difference. But for me, it's pretty good. I like it, but I can't ignore it. The helmet though, oof, that helmet.
You like that helmet?
I do. I've always liked that helmet.
That's a great helmet. I like my asymmetry. If you guys have been here for a second, y'all know I love my asymmetry. So I'm down for it. I think it's just visually super interesting.
Which is different for me because usually I like the split vision helmet, but the one univisor, I'm digging it. I dig it a lot.
The swoop, the Nike swoop. Just fucking do it swoop.
Just do it. Just do it.
So, yeah.
I like the balance here.
Yeah.
And that's another compliment. The balance
I will say, I think from here, every one of his forms is an upgrade overall. But I do like... I think it's not my favorite base form. We'll get to my favorite base form in a minute, which I figured, why don't we just, while we're here, we'll knock out the base forms. That way everyone kind of gets a context if they're not familiar with the show. I'll pull up Saber. And at least the three main dudes. We'll do Saber next, and then we'll do Espada.
Right.
And kind of get them out of the way. Those are our three main riders, and then everyone else kind of... There's other main riders, but they only get like one or two. These guys all get multiple forms. So...
Multiple.
Yeah. So
I forgot how many. Jesus.
Slightly edging out absolute gold. A lot of people are putting this in basically good. So
okay.
I'll give it about 30 more seconds. I personally would put this in basically good. Like I said, I think every one of his forms from here is an upgrade. So solid. Yeah.
I mean, literally.
The jingle is nice. The jingle is pretty sick.
What was his? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I'm Gaiden Jozo. That's another thing. The jingles in this. I always liked what they were saying. I just think it took too long to say it. Like if they would have like sped it up and like put like a couple other effects in there, it would have been better. But yeah, it's definitely a negative on all these things.
Yeah. I agree to a certain extent. I think some of them can get very long, and some of them it's also like hilarious how long they are. So I'm,
Cosmic.
Yeah. Like Cosmic is just disgusting, and I don't like Cosmic. I just respect the hell out of it. So let me pull up.
It makes you respect it, damn it.
Yeah. It's like, okay, Jesus, if you're going to yell at me this much, God damn.
I am broken. Yeah. I am broken. You will run.
Let me pull up base Saber for all of our friends to check out in case you were not as familiar. So here is base Saber on the screen. Coming up, this is our titular hero, Kamen Rider Saber himself. I will say when this first came out, I don't believe I was a huge fan of the suit. I kind of remember not being about it when this show, like the first couple things started coming out in scans and stuff. I was like, what is going on there?
I think it was the asymmetry might have thrown it off a bit.
It was a little too much asymmetry. Like, so I like when they have, the dragon head and all that kind of stuff. I think also it being super cartoony, like I wasn't prepared for it mentally because we just came off 0-1, you know what I mean? So like seeing the dragon head and it not being kind of serious was like a little... Is it going to talk? Which I still kind of wish they talked.
It's the eyes. It's the eyes. Yeah. I gotcha.
And then the helmet in general is just a lot. Like the flames are just a lot for the eyepieces. But I will say this suit really did grow on me after a long time. I really like Saber's suits, most of them anyway. There's one or two that I'm not a huge fan of, but we'll get there.
We'll get there. Yeah. I'm dropping it in the Discord now. To me, this falls into this realm where I know I wouldn't even want an upgrade. I would rock this all the way through.
That would just be your form.
This speaks to me and this is why when we first saw the trailers, we had a bit of the difference because I was all about this. This had every element that was supposed to fucking hook me, and the design had me, the concept had me, the fucking henshin had me, but whatever.
And you know what it is too? Like I'm just not a huge fan of like red on it's not my favorite color either. You know what I mean? And like obviously all the main riders are red or some shade of variant of red. And then so like immediately I'm like meh. Like unless it really blows me away, something like Kabuto where it's like a super clean, slick design, something like that. I think my initial reaction is always kind of like, well, okay, because like red's not my favorite color. It's a cool color. It's not my favorite. That's all.
I mean, but it's got a dragon and it's got fire and it's got red. I'm first in line. Yeah. I'm there. What's up? Give me mine. This
and you know
is what you're telling me?
That's fine. You can rock this. I'll rock one of his other forms. It's fine.
Oh, I know where we're going with that. Yep. Yeah. We'll get there.
But before I get to that, let me see. Victor is saying when he saw the helmet, he didn't like it as much, but now it's okay. Yeah, same thing. I honestly, a lot of the Saber designs, I was kind of, man, there was one or two where I was like, hell yeah, let's go. But most of them I was kind of, and the majority is putting this bad boy at absolute gold. So
absolute gold. I'm with
absolute gold.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right out the gate. That's the wrong one. Where are you? That was Storm Eagle. It's not called Storm Eagle. Is it called Storm Eagle? Fuck, is it called Storm Eagle? Damn, did they just rip that straight out of Mega Man and I didn't even realize it?
Oh shit, that is a villain, isn't it?
Storm Eagle's from Mega Man X1. Okay, so to round out the main three, let's do base form Espada.
Yeah.
So, wowza! What a freaking evolution in forms and character. So, Espada on the screen for you now. This is our tertiary rider. He has an entrance, that is for sure. And this is where you really start to see the divergence in the way they fight with their swords. And design itself. He uses it more like a rapier, even though it is still like a long sword. He uses it more like a rapier, which is kind of cool. And he does this all kinds of crazy like lightning teleporting, what you expect from a lightning looking dude. Man, this suit blew me away. And then I didn't think it could get better until it got its 3 volume, to be honest.
I think that the fact that my second favorite color has always been like yellow. It was like, wow, I get both. Holy shit. But
I love the yellow to green fade on the
that's ring. The helmet design and the way that was the chef's kiss that sold this suit for me.
Yep.
So yeah, this one's ironically and unironically absolute gold.
So this is based on Aladdin. The book is Aladdin. Yes. So you can see that if you look closely over here, it does have the goofy eye, but it's not as noticeable on here. And I think that helped me like this out the gate a little more.
Honestly, it's hidden kind of under the pot. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
You see, it's almost like the genie peeking out of the lamp. That's essentially what it looks like. And, for his final attack, he does summon like the genie. That's his little thing that flies around him when he does to do his, I shouldn't say his final attack. His final attack is kind of like lightning. But when he does his henshin, the genie comes out. So
he was the less goofy of them at first. I mean, he was doing the funny shit, but when he was fighting, he was more like...
He was also the one who was like, hey, Toma... Member friend?
Yeah, you don't remember, do you?
No, you don't got that memory thing, do you? Okay.
Fucking 42 episodes of that.
Yeah, and then a lot of crying of why don't you remember?
Yeah, so. And then, oh my god, he doesn't remember.
Oh god, he still doesn't remember. Good lord. This one's pretty unanimous. Just like the color itself, we're putting this bad boy in absolute gold.
Yes, sir.
So Espada base form in absolute gold. Very cool. Very cool. I'm
You're telling me
your picks so far,
bro. I mean, look at the consensus here. The 3 base forms are scoring, and we're talking base forms. Come on, man. How often is that shit? Who's next?
Who's next? Let's go to one I personally don't like.
Ooh.
So we're gonna stick to a base form.
Okay.
And it's. I mean, I talked about it when we were doing our check-ins, and it's Yuri. It's Yuri's base form. I do not like his shadow form thing going on.
Psycho, right? Yep.
Yeah, Psycho.
Psycho
and Shadow. So I'm going to pull up, for anyone who's not familiar, I want you to brace yourselves for his form. I'm going to put Psycho and Shadow in the same conversation here because they're two of the same thing. Just for time as well. And so...
I'm only finding the toy. There we go. Oh god. All right.
Victor's also saying it's nice to see the name is Espada, and that means sword in Portuguese. That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yes.
That's awesome. So start this poll and bring it up for everyone. Yes, Yuri is a sword. He has combined himself with a sword, and yeah.
I
don't like it. I don't like it.
I think I'm going back on what I said. a little bit a while ago.
You had a huge boner for Yuri for a while.
I did, but I like the idea. I really liked his idea and his idea. Like,
his idea.
They really didn't do it right. They really didn't. And his character was like charming, fish out of water. 1,000 years in the fucking
Man. Yeah.
Yes, it's always charming. I'm a sucker for the fish out of water stories. But when it gets to a point where that they don't grow, like he really minuscule changes, not enough to the point where I could like his suits. Yeah, and I don't.
I'm gonna be forthright with everyone. I don't like a single one of his suits. I like the idea of Shadow a little better. I think it's interesting, but when it was executed in the show, I thought it looked awful because it was all CG and he looked like a weird gummy man. We'll get to Shadow in a second, but this one, I like the idea of someone literally devoting themselves so hard to the sword they become it. I think that's a cool idea, but I would have liked it better if like he just was someone's sword and we had this Yuri character inhabiting the sword, not like also being the sword and also flying around doing his propeller thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to put it in there, but it is. Yeah, doo doo.
It's a doo doo for you. It's a doo doo for me too. It's a poopy doo doo caca for me, friends. But chat's putting it in basically good. We even have an absolute.
Hey, we're not
speaking.
Here. Yeah, we can't speak for smarter people. We're just saying us.
Yeah,
we're just
my personal opinion. My personal opinion. It looks like we're gonna go with basically good on this guy. So let me see if I can. Where's Yuri? There he is.
If I'm gonna give it a compliment, it looks like if Noob Saibot was a Kamen Rider. That's
more of what Shadow is. So let's go right into Shadow since we're talking about it here. Yeah, it's exactly what you think it is. It's a shadowy kind of version of what what just went down. He basically gets like a shadow form that can wield himself, and he can kind of teleport through shadows and move around that way. Much cooler. I do actually like this suit design. I just wish it wasn't as CG when it was being used.
But it's just he's not even like it doesn't do anything. It just saves them a couple times. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't I don't know.
I do like I did not like it at first, but I do kind of like that he turns the sword when he's talking to people.
When he's talking, yeah. I mean that's the
shadow itself is not him. He's still the sword. He's not in the suit. He just turns the shadow turns the sword when he's talking to different people. I thought that was a fun little thing that they did, and I was like, okay, I'll give you that one. That was fun.
Right, like I'm okay with the idea of him. The idea is so dope, but they just after the idea they just kind of flubbed it.
And I think it was honestly because it reminded me of Agni and Rudra from Devil May Cry 3 when he's like, "No talking."
Oh yeah, the
twin
red
swords.
and blue sword. Yep. Oh, red and blue, right? They're red and blue. Shit, come on, man.
Yep, you got Agni and Rudra, the twin swords. That they start talking, start yapping, and he cracks their heads again. Goes, "No talking." I think that's why I like that moment.
Guys. Yeah, no, I got you. But yeah, other than that, this is not a high score for me. No. I would only say because I don't like it, but I'm not gonna shit on it.
Did I bring it up for everyone? I just want to make sure before I close the
Yeah, it was up. Yeah, it was up.
I just want to make sure. So yeah, this is the shadow form. It's I don't know. It's better, I guess. Everyone's put it in basically good. Y'all are smarter than I am.
Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah, so, we can't speak for smarter people.
Hell yeah. Basically good. Even with that one makes sense because they're two sides of the same coin.
Okay.
All right, let's go to. Ooh, this will be an interesting one. We're gonna talk a 4-in-1 here for a second.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Sword Saints.
Sword Saints.
Yeah.
Those guys.
Do you remember the guys at the end? The Sword Saints.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let me see if I can pull them up.
The fucking murderers.
Yeah, the what are they? The original
ones.
The original wielders of everything.
Yeah. I can't find a picture of just them.
I'm trying to find a solid one.
So if I remember right, they
Masters
all share
of Logos, that's what they are.
Ah, thank you. Masters of Logos.
I think. I lied. That was that one dude. I forgot his name.
Oh, that's just the one guy.
It's just the one guy. I forgot his name. But either way, I'll pull it up in a second. I'll just go back to the tier list if we need to. So these guys were like big badass dudes that came from the Four Sages. That's what they are. The Four Sages.
Oh,
yeah.
Close. Thanks, guys.
Very close. Very close. So we have 4 different ones. I'll pull up their forms in a second here. But essentially they have 4 different weapons that they use, and their suits are pretty much the same for the most part. They have a different mantle and weapon. But these guys apparently were the ones who sort of started the Sword of Logos, and that's kind of their big deal. We have Spartan, Highlander, Diago, and Kuan. And just so you guys can check it out, let me pull up this poll again for you. This one, maybe, if you don't remember, it was towards the end of the show. It may be more of a just how you feel about it. I personally like this Spartan one. He has the big dumb sword and the big dumb axe. Big fan of that. That dual wield.
Mean, okay, when you think about it, they definitely were shoehorned in, but they served more of a, I don't know, a purpose.
Yeah,
you know, like they're better than Shocker Riders, but not quite as strong as like
story wise. They're kind of trash. They just kind of like get pulled out of nowhere. But what I will give them is that the 4 of them create some of the more dynamic moments in the last couple episodes, where we get these really cool team ups, and you kind of see the crescendo of some relationships that have been building through the whole series. That's why I like these guys strictly by themselves. I have to agree, Peacemaker just gave us a 4. I have to agree, they're kind of poopy doo doo caca. Their weapons are kind of cool. Their suits are sort of whatever, but you know, they did give us some of the coolest stuff in there. But we're not really judging it on that, unfortunately. It's kind of just them individually. So I gotta agree with Peacemaker. But
I'm with you, bro. Yeah, it's okay. They're okay, but no thanks.
The Lords of the Jobbers.
For real, that's perfect.
Yeah, I forgot about the twin rapier guy though. He's pretty cool. The Diago, Lord of the Wise. He's got twin rapiers. I forgot about him. The brother and sister fight.
God, now the movie. Oh God.
Yeah,
oh, God.
I don't want to talk about that. It's
we
weird.
have to.
We don't have to. We don't have to. We can ignore it. We can just fucking ignore it. Like
it
we do
won't
everything.
let us. How can you ignore it? It's everywhere. Literally, anytime I'm opening my feed, that's what I'm seeing. Is this? Oh God. Okay.
Oh goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. I'm gonna close this. Oh, we gave it. I'm sorry. You guys gave it a. Can't believe it's mediocre.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, mediocre is a great way to describe them. They are our first 4 candidates in that tier. I would have given Poopy Doo Caca, honestly. Like I said, they do give us the dynamic moments towards the end there.
Yeah, they at least look okay. They look pretty dope.
Fine. Okay. I want to fucking gush for a minute. So we're gonna do one of my favorite suits of all time. And by all time, I mean in all of Kamen Rider. So
that's a high compliment, my friend.
Yeah,
quite high,
and there's a reason. And god damn it, they murdered the suit 3 episodes after we fucking got it.
I'm sorry, but you got a great movie out of it, man. It was awesome. Yes.
No.
Right?
No, it was not worth the butchering of one of the sexiest suits in all of Kamen Rider. This is Dragonic Knight. This is one of the slickest suits I have ever seen get pumped out by Toei. John Toei, you're weird. You do some weird stuff, but you made this, so you're beautiful. Damn it. God damn, this suit is so clean.
And
so clean.
When we were, I think we saw the teaser for this one, and when the magazine, the way we see our stuff,
it's usually Television scans.
Yeah. But wow, bro, like the cleanness of this, for me, it screams the medieval knight that the theme is just so on point. I couldn't argue with you, bro. This is one of the best suits I've seen.
Yeah. Peacemaker said it's Saber's best suit. I absolutely agree. I think this should have been his final form or his elemental dragon type form. This should have been his final upgrade kind of thing. If we were still going to get the Cosmo one, this should have been his super duper form. Damn, this is just so clean. You got the knight accents on the helmet. You got the fire peeking out of there. We got this weird Ryuki fucking thing that no one ever talks about because he used it once.
Yeah, I mean
the drag visor.
It's just one of the blemishes, but this helmet, the fucking knight,
the fact that he just Terminators whenever he goes into this thing and walks through everything like Broly, it's so cool.
Why didn't he use this again? Oh yeah, money.
Because they cannibalized this to make the superhero Senki suit.
I know, I'm so sorry.
Why?
If anything, it'll live forever on in our slaps tier list.
Yeah, if anything, because y'all put it in slaps as well. So
yes, sir. That's fucking
that's fucking right. So this bad boy is going in slaps as it deserves. If there's a tier by itself, it would go in there for. I'm gonna put it first because I'm biased as fuck and I'm controlling this thing.
That's totally fine, brother. I respect the flow.
Let's go. What is one of your favorite suits? Let's do it that way.
Okay.
What is your favorite suit in all of Saber?
In all of Saber. Well, that's not fair because that was the base Saber. So okay, all right.
Okay, what's your next favorite then?
My next favorite then. Okay. You know what? I feel like I'm robbing it, but Sabella.
Okay. Sure. Like okay.
I like it.
That's fair. Now, you're entitled to your opinion.
It's not that it's...
You know what? I'm letting Reika interfere with my Sabella ideas. That's what's going on right now.
And I'm trying to get there. That's what I'm trying to go with. They ruined it. They ruined her totally and wholly, and I hate it. But when she premiered, bro, you can't tell me that was not a hype-ass moment. This design, this suit, her fighting, her character then was so dope, and her abilities and the power. I'm telling you, I still hold that moment dear to me because they ruined it, and I hate it.
The Sailor Moon henshin.
Yes, but fuck, man, like, the smoke. Ash has always been like a secondary thing because if I don't have what's smoke, what's fire without smoke, So it's like the only thing is the whole bee thing, but they made it work because it's more like a soifan bee, not like a kaiju bee, like
it's also more of like the smoke in general. Like it's not necessarily the bugs that are the main focus. It's really the smoke itself. Victor's also saying there was sounds in the Dragovisor for a Dragonic Knight that were never used on the show apparently, which is awesome and kind of makes me want one now.
Really?
So, yeah. I believe it because they fucking used it for 3 episodes or whatever it was. This is... I think her powers and the sword are way cooler than the suit itself, personally.
Okay. Fair.
I think her henshin is cool. I think the sword and abilities are cool. I'm not a huge fan of specifically, now that I'm looking at it, it's like the gold pieces on this suit. And it's not necessarily that they're gold. It's just like they look like big dumb foam pieces coming off of her suit. And that's exactly what they are. I kind of dig the helmet, honestly. Like the helmet looks weird, but I kind of dig it.
I just like the design. As far as like a female rider design, this was like one of the better ones for me.
Yeah, and I love the red. I love the maroon on here. That kind of color. I think it's beautiful. Like it's almost like a brownish red. I think the like rider thigh high boot things it's got going on is a cool little design because it has like the armor around the feet going on. I think that's really cool. It's really just these big dumb gold wings coming off of her waist that bug the hell out of me.
Maybe if they went behind her, that would have been better. Like if they
if it was like a little back skirt or like if they were even more on the side. Even like just them being in front like that really throws it off.
There
and then Reika just being Reika really throws it off too. So
we're not going to talk about Reika.
I'm going to talk about fucking Reika because she loves her brother. She really, and I don't mean hey bro, I love you.
Each other. Don't get in the way of their love.
Her brother.
They love each other to the point where they will kill you about it. Okay.
What's worse, loving your brother? Or hanging off of your daughter's 500-foot tall Robo Cyber nipple?
I think it's about even.
It's about right on that level. You're going to need a therapist for both of those. Yeah. So, also fighting your son on that Robo nipple. God, Zaborgar's a weird fucking movie.
It was so great. You guys should check that out. Oh my god. Dude.
And
again,
the chat has put it in absolute gold.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
All right. I see you. I see where it is. The brother thirst is real. I got you.
Okay, man. Don't make it weird now.
I'm making it weird. I'm making it fucking weird. They made it weird first, to be fair.
Yeah, it's true. It's not our fault, but I'm just saying it's so bad. But I like this design.
Yeah, let's go on to one that I'm curious of your opinion on, because we never really talked about it too much. Okay. Falchion.
Oh.
Because I know you love the actor so much and what he's done in the past with Amazons and things like that. I'm curious what you think of Falchion as like a suit and a Kamen Rider. Not necessarily just that part, but
okay, we'll leave Jin out, because if you mention Jin, obviously I'm biased as hell. Mm-hmm. But the fact that all they really did was take, and I think it's kind of at this point, we had already got all these power-ups. We had got these combo forms that they introduced this plain palette.
Literal movie writer.
Right. And then it's like, his consequence in the movie, in the whole story, is 3 episodes long.
Yeah.
And then
he happened to be like one of the original dudes from the Sword of Logos who just kind of went crazy.
So they show this form, and it's implied that it's like this powerhouse of a problem, and he gets taken out pretty quickly. But it's such a plain form. The orange that they chose is not a great orange. It's like a mustardy orange.
It's literally Halloween orange.
It doesn't look good in any light. Like dark light, super. It doesn't look attractive. And the only thing that I do like is the fucking. And that's weird. Why do I like all these helmets? These helmets are
because they all have giant blades jutting out the top of them.
This one does. It has like the fucking flares and the flare
That's
out.
That's what I mean. It's got the things, and then it's got one giant one, and then it's got little ones.
I kind of like the helmet, but other than that, the suit is not good.
Very surprising. I would have thought you really liked the suit.
I didn't. I just don't like the color. It's too. It's not an exciting color. If it was like a different shade of orange, maybe it would be better. Yeah. The fact that the Falcon is just the same color, you know what I mean? It's just it just bleeds. I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't like it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this in pretty good.
Pretty good. Basically good. Yeah. Good. That's where the team is putting it into.
Yeah. So, basically good.
Basically good for Falchion. I'd agree with that. It's fine. I feel honestly no strong way about it whatsoever.
But Jin.
But Jin though. But fucking Jin though.
But Jin though. The fact that you tell me Jin's in the suit, all right, that slaps.
Yeah, that fucking slaps. That actor's amazing. Let's go to let's see here. Let's go to Comic Swordsman.
Oh no.
Bouncing around a little bit.
Do we have to?
Yeah, we have to. We have to do it.
Okay. Well,
so I should say this has kind of like an evolution to it.
True. Yes.
Yeah. It's X Swordman is the official name. Psycho X Swordman. This is a suit. That's for fucking sure.
This is his final form.
This is his final form.
And we get this. It's supposed to be like the experience that he's experienced.
He's reading comic books. That's it. And he just wants to be a hero, man. That's it.
Guys, I respect all of you, but if this is not poo poo caca, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, it's just so garish and so over the top and so not great.
It feels like my X8 got into my Saber. Mm-hmm. And I don't want my X8 in my Saber.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
and honestly, I don't hate the helmet. I really don't hate it.
That's the most garish one. It has the sword points on every point.
It's like we took swords and multiplied it by 40. Go. It's really the body for me. I can't with the body, and I know what they were going for.
I don't.
3 for the Band-Aid dot usage. Okay, that's. I respect the call out for that.
It's clever, but it's not enough.
Like I said, I get what they were doing. The thick lines, the dots. It's fine. It just like it's so garish and gross looking. I already don't like Yuri, so this didn't help his case, in my opinion.
The fact that it's the final form, I was waiting for something beyond this, and we never got it.
The only other things we get are his equip form versions of this, which I'll just pull up now. We can kind of just throw it all in there because I feel like it's very similar. Basically, he puts the Psycho Swordsman armor on either his arm or his leg when he's in his shadow form. I don't really remember what it does. It makes him kick harder and punch harder. That's all I really remember.
Rider kick. Yep, that's pretty much it.
That's really it. So, yeah, it's yeah.
Not with it, guys. So sorry.
Yeah. Peacemaker's giving it basically good because of that dot usage. I get the reference. I'm here for it. It's just, personally, I'd put it way lower. Way lower.
See? No, you know what? Striking a pose like that, dropping in the Discord, that's kind of dope. That toy came out pretty cool. That's not bad. But the suit itself.
Oh, is that the figure art? Is that what
that's the figure art. See how dope it looks?
See, like that helmet's pretty cool. Come on now. That helmet's pretty sick.
I'm just saying, as a figure art, it's working.
The suit still sucks. But yeah, basically good. Sure. Let's go with that. Where's my thing? Where'd it go? There it is. I'm just gonna put all three of them basically good because they're honestly not that different. Basically good. Okay. Oh,
I got a request. I need to know everybody's opinion.
Okay.
Let's tear the Band-Aid off.
Okay.
Ren.
Are we living #Ren sucks today, friends?
I'm feeling kind of hangry.
I'm feeling kind of hangry. Interesting.
Yeah. Kenzan, right?
Yeah, Kamen Rider Kenzan, Ren Akamichi, and his very poorly handled character arc that could have been really good, honestly. And
should have been.
Honestly, for Kenzan, I'm going to group both of his together. So he gets 3 little pegs, which really doesn't change his armor that much.
He does. Oh, God, he does. Look at that.
Yeah. This is Hawk's favorite rider, Peacemaker is mentioning.
The design is just too asymmetrical for me.
I really like everything about this design.
You're biased, but okay.
Yes, because it's a ninja. Like, honestly, you put a fucking ninja on anything, I'm for it. Let's be real here. I don't like the sword. This is honestly my least favorite of the swords. Is it
supposed to be a dagger or
it's a twin sword thing, it can split, that kind of thing. And I love that aspect to it. It's so chunky with the reader in the center of it. I'm not a huge fan. And then it can make the the ninja star that he can chuck, and it's kind of cool. Yeah, I love this suit. It's green. It's a ninja. It's kind of got this asymmetry going on. It's got the splash of yellow all over it. I love the suit. Same thing with the 3 Little Pigs version. He gets the arm shield, which I think is really cool. And it's just more of the same, really. That's why I'm kind of grouping them together. So I think Kenzan is sick. Ren, Jim, I love you. I don't know if I'm about the Ren fucks thing. Ren kind of sucks. But I did like the disaster stuff, It's just, it was like too little, too late.
The disaster aspect of him gave me hope that he could come around as a character, but he doesn't really get a power up. He doesn't really get anything else. And this feels like, and that's where I'm going. It feels I'm going to get better.
Okay.
But I guess that's the whole point. So let me take that into account here.
Mm-hmm.
He's the wild card. He's the rookie.
Yep.
So it makes more sense that he's the nimble rookie with not as many armors, not as many skills.
Yep. He does get Jack Hoon as well. I'm sorry. He gets Jack and the Beanstalk as well at some point.
But nothing beyond that. Nothing to the level of like...
No, he doesn't get a new form, anything like that. It literally just changes the armor.
So it falls into the same Yuri category where the one is what we get.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's pretty good. I'm not wild about the symmetry. And this is the one helmet that I'm not taking exception on.
If I could walk around with it, so on his left eye he has the like ninja star eye patch thing going on. If I could walk around like that in real life, I'd be all fucking for it. If I ever lose my eye, I'm just gonna put a ninja star over it for my eye patch, because that's the edgiest, coolest ninja bullshit ever.
I'll take psycho comic, you know. I'll take swordsman form if you're telling me I can have it. Okay, yeah.
Like if I'm gonna get weird, I'm gonna get goddamn anime weird. So
yeah,
I think I love this suit. I think it looks so cool. And it does cool stuff. Like the way Ren fights is kind of cool. He's flipping around, he's doing ninja things, and he's like you said, very much like the fast young kid. It's not how I fight or I would fight, but I think it's really cool. It's like when I go into Elden Ring, I'm definitely going to make a dex build because I think dex weapons are fucking cool. But I'm also
it's a funny thing you mentioned. Yeah, because you know who we should talk about? Your boy.
My boy?
Papa Ryder.
Oh, hang on. We have a tie to break first. So we have a split decision between Absolute Gold and Can't Believe It's Mediocre. And I have a feeling you're going to think it's Can't Believe It's Mediocre. Yeah, and I kind of think it's gold.
I'm sorry. I like that you like it. I just can't get with it. Just for me, it just doesn't have enough. But it does do dope shit. I'll give you that. It is pretty fucking dope.
All right. I'll give you guys this one. Can't Believe It's Mediocre. It's fine. I'm putting all three in there because, like I said, they're pretty much the same.
Yeah, I mean,
but I will die on the hill. It's way cooler if I used it. So
absolutely. But more along the lines of what I think you would use is Kamen Rider Genbu.
Yeah, that absolutely would be. That's what you meant by Kamen Rider Poppy. Yeah, I get it now. Thanks.
Papa Rider, the Buster.
The Buster. Ryo Ogami himself, daddy fucking big sword over here. Yeah, this is absolutely my fucking tank of a fucking rider that I would use. The only thing that would make it better is if he had like a 3-volume belt, which we may get at some point in some kind of Visa Next. I don't know. That's usually what
his went in the sword too, right?
So they all had the single belt hookups that his just kind of went in the swords. Same with Kenzan. The only thing that would make it better is if the sword was solid. I really am not a huge fan of it being the kind of like frame sword going on. But this is Kamen Rider Genbu. He is our big, tough, badass rider of the fucking show.
When he first came on. Right. So I don't know if anybody else got the vibes, but I definitely thought this is the Gears of War Halo rider. This guy has the armor set on and is now carrying a big fuck you sword. Like,
this is Dave Bautista trying to say, hey, give me the part, guys. Come on now.
Like, I heard you're making a movie.
Look at me in my cool costume, guys. Don't I look great, guys?
I literally see that entire commercial playing out. Like, think that entire commercial still plays out, but when the lights come on, he's like in the middle of the boardroom meeting, and it's discussing the whole thing. He's like,
exactly.
So we doing this?
we doing this? What's up? Victor saying best Reiwa dad rider. That brings up an interesting point. Genbu or Ichigata? Which do you think is a better suit?
Oh, I'm biased. Ichigata.
Ichigata's pretty good.
Oh my god, Ichigata. Ooh,
you know what? I'll take Genbu and we can settle this like fucking gentlemen.
Done deal. We're men and we're men of color and colors and established. I can't believe what I was trying to say. Men of culture.
Men of colors. Well, you are. I am not. I am very white.
My brain was like men of letters. That doesn't sound right.
We are the men of letters. Sure. Yeah, no, this is when this came up. I immediately fell in love with the suit. I knew this would be my suit of the show kind of thing. There's other suits that I prefer what they end up doing, and evolving and things like that. But like, let's be honest here. If I'm gonna fucking become a Kamen Rider with a big dumb sword, it's gonna be this one.
It's and I keep forgetting how much this is so much your natural instinct.
Yeah. Like his final attack is just bop them really goddamn hard.
Twice. If it has to happen.
If it has to happen, it's twice. And unanimous slaps from chat. As it should be. Same thing I'm going to put. He has two forms. I'm just going to put him in the same thing because he does have a second form where he just kind of changes the armor. He gets the Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yep. Yeah.
Meh. It's fine. It doesn't change much. So I'm just going to put them in the same tier because they really don't. We've done that with all the other ones. So we have one more main rider we really haven't touched on. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Slash was the first take where I thought we were gonna have issues with suits. I know he was supposed to be vastly different, and they achieved that in a lot of ways. The design, the color, the character, like I'm gonna hold off because I'm still kind of deciding exactly what I feel.
Okay.
But did you get the X-Aid vibes too?
Yes, absolutely, because it's very X-Aid pink. And I think I love this suit immediately. I was all about it immediately. And there was one thing that happens when he gets his, because again, we're just going to group all these together because it really doesn't change much. When he gets the Bremen book,
yes.
He goes, wow. And that's done. Fucking done. Sold. Put a thing in it that fucking slaps. And I don't care if that's the suit or him at that point because they have officially molded into one in my brain. I think this suit is so cool. I love the explosion eyes going on here. It's almost like the, it's literally almost like a music fucking, explosion meter thing. And yeah, it's just, it looks so good. Such a clean suit. I like it. I also just realized that when he gets the three little pigs, his face armor thing gets a little higher.
Oh.
Yeah, I just realized that going through the little pictures here. Unless it's just the angle. Might be the angle. But it looks like when he gets that, it gets a little...
yeah, it might be the angle.
Might be the angle. But still, it looks great. Very cool little thing you can do with just the angle. But that makes me love that little collar a little more, because that looks cool. Yeah, I really like this suit. I don't know how I feel about the brown, honestly. I never really realized it was brown. I always thought it was black, but now looking at it, it is brown. Don't know if I love that, but it also reminds me of Gushin Rebake. So...
Oh my god. Okay, now we're going to throw Gundam in here. Come on.
What did you expect? What fucking podcast have you been a part of?
You know what? That's a good point. I forgot where I was. I apologize.
Do you remember who you're fucking talking to? Come on.
Sorry.
Pretty goddamn unanimous. Absolute gold. Yeah. Yep. I agree. I think this one is absolute gold as well.
I'm gonna give it to you guys because now hearing the arguments, looking at it, yeah, it's not bad. It's not that bad.
Yeah. Wow.
Bro, the fact that when you want to talk about character, that was one of the most interesting characters in a while. We haven't had a character do that, become such a wild beast. I mean, Amazon's is on purpose.
Yeah.
This seems like a conscious choice. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm a writer now. Now it's time to fucking party.
Let's fucking go. And you know what the best part was? It was almost like they wanted to
scare people.
Yeah, like they almost wanted him to be like, no, I can't be a writer. It's too dangerous. And that's that fucking Hisagi shit, right? Like, I'm scared of my sword.
You think? Well,
and then he was like, but I hear it talking to me. Says, let's fuck some shit up.
I always like that. I'm like, your sword. What's wrong with your sword? Give me your sword, you fucking dick. Stop fucking up your sword. I love it. I love that much about it.
Actually, I lied. We do have one more main rider, I guess. Main good guy rider, and that's Durandal.
Who?
Durandal.
Who?
Durandal.
Oh.
Brother.
Oh.
Oni-san.
Oh, brother. Oh, God.
Oni-san.
All right, you know what? Let me take that back. I'm throwing in my hatred of the character. Okay. No, it's still poo poo cockles.
You don't like this suit, really?
No, I think if I'm gonna rank it, I would put it in the can't believe it's mediocre.
Okay.
I feel like the helmet is too much. It's almost, and you know how I feel about it, it's almost the end type of bulky, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. For me, I never liked it.
Peacemaker was saving this 5. Peacemaker says his O's driver textured ass belongs in the dumpster. I like this suit.
Wow. Okay. All right, what do you like about it the most?
So
if that's the case,
I like the colors a lot. Honestly, a lot of it has to do with the colors. I think it's a really nice combination of colors. I like the whale aesthetic to it. I also, if you guys don't know, I have a really, really soft spot for pole arms, so that's pretty cool. And the fact that it goes boom, boom, boom every time he does the fucking teleporting time jump, pretty sick.
Broken ability. That is true. The fact that he was able to do that, and they had to pull shenanigans.
Namor had armor.
Namor or Namor? Namor. My name is Namor. I'm like, why? Why did you do that?
I haven't seen the movie yet. I don't know.
I'm telling you, that's a bad idea. But anyway, so I can't. I see the end every time I look at it, and I
can see that.
Despise the end.
Interesting. Okay. Wow, you guys feel some kind of strong way about the suit. Good lord.
It's the bias in there too.
You know what?
We can't separate.
You know what? Just for that, just for all of you, I'm gonna say it slaps. I'm gonna say it fucking slaps. Let's go. I'd wear this shit. Actually, I just want the trident, to be honest with you. The trident that turns into a sword, which is a very cool thing.
I'm not arguing you. The weapon is dope. That is nice. And
it is
broken
a sick
ability. Oh my god, that power.
Yeah. But you know what stops time travel? The elements.
Okay. Yeah, obviously. So, did you know that?
Should we
yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So can't believe it's mediocre. Peacemaker, I know you were extra points for that one. I know you were saving that 5 to just slap it the fuck on him.
I love it.
Let's talk about Primitive and Elemental Dragon. So let's start with Primitive Dragon.
Primitive? All right.
Primitive, yeah, because that is the first in the evolution of these. So this is his super form, I guess you want to call it his ultra form. I don't know.
It's
the actual terminology is anymore.
Yeah.
So
first super, because now there's stages of supers.
Yeah. Now there's super and ultra super. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a thing that happens. So.
Super Saiyan blue, super Saiyan blue, blue.
Yeah. So there's multiple super forms now. Primitive Dragon.
Boom.
Fucking slaps.
Yes, sir. Yes,
fucking slaps. At
you're
worst, you're looking at absolute gold. It takes over his body. It has so much personality to it when he's in this form. And the belt looks cool because, like, it's the hand grabbing the brave dragon.
It's skeletons. It's bones.
Yeah, it's bone dragons. The only weird thing is, like, the weird skeleton penis thing.
We're not going to talk about that.
That's a little weird, but, you know, I do like the fact that it, like, comes out and grabs him, and he just kind of, like, for his final attack, and, like, whips him in. Yeah, it is definitely the Black Hazard type berserk form that they seem to be going with lately. So they all seem to have some kind of... Yeah, little fangs in the mouth.
I'm digging it.
I love the blue that they used. Honestly, I love this ice blue that they picked. I think it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it helps calm the wild look of it because it's one color, which we can't say for the follow-up.
Yeah. So at the same time, he also uses it with Lion Senki. He steals Rintaro's book at one point, and it doesn't change much. It literally just has Lion Senki on there instead of Brave Dragon. The book thing even looks exactly the same. It just changes the
ice
picture.
Dragon. It's dope. I mean, everything in terms of its simplicity, and it's and given it is asymmetrical because you have the giant thing across the chest, but it covers this dope panel of the book itself on his chest. I like that touch where it's also the book.
Yeah,
I'm with it.
Yeah,
I'm with
it. Very cool. Like it's the idea is it was this like ancient book and this creature holding on to their power of the Wonder Books and all this kind of thing. Very cool. Very interesting. The henshin that Toma does when he first turns into it is fucking radical.
I don't know if we can get away with a clip.
No, I'm not going to risk it again.
Yeah, no, we can't.
We've had like 3 episodes taken down by John Toei because of clips and things in the last couple of weeks. So
we understand, John. We get it. We're bad.
The chat is rating this bad boy absolute gold, and I would have to agree.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to put both of them in absolute gold, just like before. And let's talk the upgrade. The fucking upgrade. Yeah. This is there was a thread of on Twitter. It was downgrades in their upgrade.
That's good. That's a good one.
Yeah, it was like a hard downgrade. I think this is a pretty hard downgrade. I think it looks a lot better in the show than it does in this picture, but it also just gets used way too much, in my opinion. It gets to a point which is nice, because I do complain about them not doing it, where he just transforms straight into this. He doesn't even use the other forms. Very cool. But I think this is just too much going on, personally.
It's...
Yeah. Yes, and it looks like the Icy Hot logo. It's a literal Icy Hot logo.
I don't know. I never liked it. Not once. Not at any point. The colors are bad. They don't blend. It doesn't even look comfortable. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I don't know. Like I might not.
You guys really think this is better than Durandal? That's wild to me.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Wow.
Because at least the fire gives it that it's okay, but not. No, Durandal
are wild. I love you crazy bastards, but y'all are wild.
It is so much better than Durandal. At least you have two different colors to look at. It looks a little bit like it could whoop Durandal's ass. So yeah, I'm with
it. This Ghost Rider ass motherfucker. Oh goodness. Yep. All right. We'll put it in 4, I guess.
Dope.
Can't believe it's mediocre. Yeah. No, the thread, I got a good chuckle out of it because I put up Kachidoki and Kiwami, and that was my vote for the thread of huge downgrades.
Fuck you, dude.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest here. Kiwami versus Kachidoki. You going from Kachidoki to Kiwami was kind of underwhelming.
Kachidoki should have been the final form. We will always agree. Yeah. But Kiwami's still dope, though. I like Kiwami. It's all right. It's all right.
It's all right. Where is he? He's up here. There we go. There was one more Genbu form I missed. So we are kind of let's knock out the rest of, because we're pretty much getting down to like the extra forms for the main riders. Let's
shift into turbo.
Yeah, we're gonna shift into turbo here and kind of just knock out the rest of the secondary and like loose riders. So let's start with Storius. Kamen Rider Storius.
Nope.
Not
digging it.
Nope. Not for you.
Nope. The idea of the faceplate being a book was a cool idea, but didn't work. Execution, it just looks, I don't know. It just, you know what it feels like? It feels like not a final boss.
It feels like they reused the suit from before, which was already a reuse of a suit.
The faceplate, really? Is the helmet a reuse?
Yes, remember this was the Solomon that they reused the body of, and then they changed the helmet.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. Yep. Stories is another kit bash.
Yep, he's a kit bash. Yep. I think this one works a lot better than Solomon, in my opinion. We'll get to Solomon in a second. I think this one is way better than Solomon, but yes, it is rough, and they also use like the King Arthur sword again for like the 4th time. They just repainted it to something else. It isn't unique enough, and it feels very shoehorned, and it felt like they didn't know what to do with Stories at this point, so they made him a Kamen Rider. I don't know. The last like 6 or 7 episodes are an interesting stretch for the character-wise, I should say. And Stories is part of that. That's really the only thing it has going for it. That first henshin was pretty intimidating, though, I will say.
But then he does this whole the whole show. Yeah. I can't. Yeah. Every time he's on screen, it's so like, why?
Yeah, I do like the red flare out though. The branch thing like coming off of the helmet. I do like those a lot.
Looking at it in this particular picture, I see like what Red Hood could look like as a Kamen Rider.
Yu Henshin says the horns remind them of Kamen Rider Heart, and that's disgusting.
Thank you. Oh God,
I forgot about Kamen Rider Heart.
How can you forget?
Because I didn't watch that movie because it looked terrible.
Even the images, the stills, the spoilers, the everything that came out of that.
Yeah, I completely forgot it happened. Honestly,
dude, that hurts.
The Trideron Heart monster.
Oh God, and they were convinced. They were like, "Yeah, this is awesome, right?"
Yeah, this is great. Remember when I said I rewatched Drive? I didn't watch any of that extra shit. There's no reason. Oh man! All right, so we're gonna put this in mediocre. Pretty unanimous on that one.
I
agree with that.
Yeah.
So, can't believe it's mediocre. All right, and then we have some movie riders here. We also have Kamen Rider Tassel. I don't know if you've ever seen this form.
No.
Yeah, there's Kamen Rider Tassel from the stage show.
What is that?
It's literally
what is that?
It's literally a repaint of Lupin. That's what it is.
Oh my god,
So
dude.
we're gonna pull this up for everyone to see. This is Kamen Rider Tassel. It's a fake tassel, apparently. I don't know the story behind the stage show, but it's a Kamen Rider Lupin repaint, and that is for all of you to enjoy. It looks like it has balls hanging from the little watch on its side.
Guys, what happened? Why did we need this? Why? Oh my god, dude. This is worse.
It's evil tassel, apparently.
It better be.
I feel like his suit would have been better if it was good tassel as a Kamen Rider.
It feels like a clown. This looks like a clown.
It's Kamen Rider Lupin. I'm telling you, it's Kamen Rider Lupin.
I believe you, but the design that they went with here, the color scheme.
It's literally Kamen Rider Lupin. Oh my
Dude.
god. I thought it was like, oh, we're just going to kind of match it. It's literally Kamen Rider Lupin. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm putting it in the Discord for everyone to check it out.
Even as far as kit bashes go, this is egregious. This is egregious.
Kamen Rider Lupin.
Oh my god.
Tassel. You're welcome, world.
This is the most poo-poo caca of the poo-poo
This is the
caca.
poopiest,
That has
doo-dooist
caca.
Damn, fives. Damn, y'all know what's up. The stage show ones are always very like, meh, it's a stage show, who cares? But this is like bubblegum nightmare.
Yo, I didn't even know this existed. This is bad.
This is, dang, it's poopy doodle caca. It's official. We're putting it there.
God damn, that hurt so much to just find out. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry you had to
goodness.
People
they destroyed Lupin for this, yeah.
The kids at the stage show were like, ah!
Oh my goodness. Oh no. I clicked something. Hang on. Click. There we go. Okay. And then we have hang on. Let me see. We have this other writer here. I'm trying to find out who it is. Shadow Moon shows up at some point.
Of course he does,
because of course he does. Movie special writers, Mamiya. Yes, there's the black and white falchion from the movie. I liked this one better than base falchion, honestly. Let me pull this poll up again. I forgot to hit start on the poll, by the way, so I just went with your fives in chat.
That's fine, because it wasn't going to change.
Yep, it wasn't going to change nothing. Y'all hated that shit. So this is Falchion Amazing Siren. This is the weird repaint that they did for the movie. Movie was solid. That was a really good movie, in my opinion. You know, we reviewed it on the show a couple weeks after it came out. Very cool way to see the characters in this kind of like darker, more intense, dramatic setting. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I personally put this as like mediocre.
It feels very Arc 1, so
yes,
it for me is
in like a worse version of Arc 1.
yeah. So, like the zebra motif that they were very heavy on.
Motif.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Not a fan at all. So, yeah. There's one more in here. I don't know who the fuck this is.
Really?
I'm trying to. It's a tiny little picture on the tier list.
Oh.
Oh, Final Falchion out of Kingdom Hearts 4.
Oh shit! Yeah.
No, wow. That's what they're calling this Falchion here.
It's that fucking final boss, right?
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Who's this last person here? So we have this other writer right here, and I don't know who it is. And I can't really tell who it is. It looks like it's also from the stage show, but I'm not sure. So if anyone knows what this extra, it looks almost like a Durandal repaint. I don't know who that is. If someone can let me know in chat, this guy right here. But we're gonna put this in mediocre. We're gonna put Falchion wannabe in mediocre. It's Bahamut. Oh. Let me see. Let me see. Is that his like stage show form? Is that why? Eagle Bremen. No. Ultimate Bahamut. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually.
Bahamut.
It's called a Saber Ultimate Bahamut.
Right.
Pretty dope, actually. I like it. Finish poll. New one right here. This is Ultimate Bahamut. So this is a repaint of Emotional Dragon. We haven't really looked at Emotional Dragon yet. I kind of dig this, though. This is a sick repaint.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm kind of about this. I like this a lot more than...
Even though it still has the goofy dragon head?
Yeah, no, I like the goofy dragon heads. I think they're cool.
Okay.
I like when there's 3 of them. I think that makes it a little cooler. I don't know. I didn't see the actual Falchion movie, or obviously I didn't see the stage show either because I don't know how to actually watch the stage show. But I think this is a cool kind of repaint of it, and I think it looks better than the regular Bahamut, to be fair, which for reference, I can bring that up for people too. We can just...
Yeah.
I'll bring that up in a second. We'll just do that for him next because it's here. But yeah, solid 3s for the team. I agree with that. Basically good.
I'm with that. I it's not bad. It's black. You can always black, but
yep.
It feels very combo-y, but it's working. Yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah, and then so here's the Emotional Dragon for everyone. See, it's pretty much this. It's literally the same thing because it's a repaint, but it's just in his base colors. And I never realized the middle one was like an angelic dragon.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know. It looks kind of angelic. It's gold and white. Pretty cool. He's got a sword and shield now. They repaint the Force Day shield, so I personally would put this as basically good too. So
yeah,
that is my personal opinion on Emotional Dragon. Again, I didn't see the movie, so I really don't know. Yeah. So
I bet he was crying when he got the upgrade.
Was he emotional?
No, obviously not.
I'll leave. It's fine. I'll leave. Oh my goodness.
I think the shield in this is a good compliment. I think the shield...
It's a natural accessory, in the whole motif. So I wonder if they destroyed the dragon visor to do this, because I'm noticing it has the handle in his hand of the dragon visor.
Oh, yeah, they did.
That's what happened to the rest of Dragonic Knight.
That whole warehouse now is probably just like all the suits are
just Frankenstein pieces of everything.
The doors are opening again. Hi, guys. They have another stage show.
They have another one. Oh god. It's a good upgrade. Yeah, I'd agree. It's solid. So, this is one I'm curious to see. Did you know he had a ghost form?
Excuse me?
Yeah, he had a ghost form.
Ooh.
It is called Saber Ghost Ijinroku.
Ijinroku?
Ijinroku.
Oh my goodness.
So he has a crossover form with Kamen Rider Ghost, it looks like, because if you guys didn't know, the main writer for Saber also wrote Ghost.
Oh, yes, the movie form. Yeah.
Yeah, they had like a crossover special type thing. That's where this form came from. This is where Blades also gets the like Spectre book, all that kind of stuff.
Yep. Yeah, they had a bunch of these.
In Canon Spectre, that just jumped to fucking level 3 Ultimate Final Form Canon. We're not going to talk about that. Mugen Canon.
Ugh. Okay.
This was Saber's form from that.
Given that I forgot about this, I'm dropping 2 versions in Discord because I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know?
No. I can't believe it's mediocre, man. This is not
okay.
This is not okay. The tail of the coat is the best aspect of this whole thing.
Because it's just the ghost jacket. That's why.
But like you get this horn-like collar. Is that what that's supposed to be? Mm-hmm. Bro, like, no.
Can't
believe it's mediocre.
All right.
And that's my boy. That's weird.
That's your boy. That's why I was curious.
I forgot about this. Because I think it happened because Ghost got a upgrade too, right? Is this where Ghost got his?
I don't remember. I saw the Blade and Spectre nonsense, and that's all I care about. To be fair,
this is where Ghost gets the Ieyasu form, right? I think so. Ieyasu Nobunaga Tokugawa form. Yes, it's the same movie. That's right. So because he gets this, it overshadowed it for me. I'm
Okay.
Drop that in the Discord. That's why this is so forgettable. So forgettable. That.
Oh, this yellow weird form. Gotcha.
Yes, the unifier form. That I like that. I like this one.
It's reusing Darwin from the Ghost movie.
Is it really?
Yeah. Interesting.
How do we?
I'm gonna rewatch Ghost too. I'm just realizing that they use the Ghost chess piece as well. You can see it's the literal Ghost chess piece in this form for Saber. If you look under the jacket, it's literally his Ghost, like the little neon skeleton thing he's got going on.
That's you know what, man.
That's a nice little touch.
Ghost has always had me with the designs, so I'm not even gonna front.
So looks like everyone's putting that in basically good.
Yep, that's fine with me.
We did get one for Can't Believe It's Mediocre.
That's me. That's okay. I agree. I'm with you, bro.
So basically good. I completely forgot because we were talking about knocking out the last couple here. Kamen Rider Solomon, let's just do it real quick. And then we'll get to the last few forms of everyone else.
Better than Storius.
You think it's better than Storius? Okay.
I think it's better than Storius because it looks more Kamen Rider-y, less than a kaiju rider.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the fact that the helmet has like a eagle leader, it looks like a final villain rider.
Joao Dragon's fucking helmet because it's a goddamn Frankenstein.
Hey, shut up! We're just gonna talk about the fact that I like it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about how it's a literal Frankenstein final form.
Isn't the Pauldrons Kit Bash too?
They're from something else. I don't remember. This entire thing was basically pieced together from other things.
But Joao Dragon, Joao Dragon always felt like a final thing. So I mean, it works. I dig it. It's better than Storius, at least.
I like the colors overall better than Storius's. Like the silver and gold just look nice together. But I think Storius with the helmet looks cooler in my opinion because this is like the same way. I think Storius does this better because it's literally the same thing. Joao Dragon takes that helmet to the nth degree because that's way better. So it's like, why not just let Joao Dragon keep that helmet? That's my mentality with this bad boy. So suit is caution and the cape is bravo. Lovely.
Yeah, the tattered cape. That's not bad.
Goodness gracious. Shinking gold. Bet. All right, let's see. What are the results so far? We have a tiebreaker between basically good and Can't Believe It's Mediocre. You're giving it basically good?
Basically good.
Damn, I'm giving it mediocre.
That's fine. I'm okay. All right. Damn. All right.
We went with yours last time. I'm giving it mediocre.
All right, cool.
Alrighty, where is it on this stupid thing? There he is. All right, so we are officially down to just our main three boys. For the sake of time, I'm going to skip the 2 and 3 volumes at this point, or the 2 volumes.
Because they're only going to be moderately different. There's like not vast changes.
No, and I'm just going to throw them all in basically good, because that's where we had put Jack and the Beanstalk. So I'm going to throw them there. There's a 2 volume. Actually, let's talk about that 2 volume. We'll talk about that one. There's the 2 volume. There's a 2 volume, but we'll talk about that one too. You'll see why in a second. There's a 2 volume. There's a 2 volume. And we can talk about the Deep Spectre blades if we really want to, but I'm going to put it in the same fucking tier.
Okay, yeah.
I don't want to talk about that one.
Deep Spectre.
Yeah, so that was Blades' crossover. I'm just going to put it in the same tier as Ghost Saber, but it is... So if you guys don't know, I have a huge boner for Deep Spectre. I fucking love that form, and I am very proud of it. I am like the one person who is like, yeah, give me more fucking Deep Spectre. Let's fucking go.
That driver.
I don't know why. I know the wings are the dumbest shit ever, but that form just like hits a primal tingle in my balls. I love that form. It's so cool.
I dropped it in the Discord.
Is it time to talk about Cross Saber? We can talk about Cross Saber. Let's talk about some fucking Cross Saber.
It is time to talk about Cross Saber.
Okay. Yeah, let's talk about the final form of Saber.
You mean the final repaint of Saber?
No, because he gets a final form that is literally his base form. So
that's true. Did that happen with Revice? No, right?
Yeah. No. Remember, they started shattering their memories, so he gets the Giffard version of Revice's base form, technically.
That's right.
So,
oh god.
Yeah. So let's talk about let's actually talk about one other form first. So we're going to talk about the 3-volume set, the Crimson Saber, because we need to see that to also look at one of his Cross Saber forms. So let's talk about Crimson Saber first, and then we'll talk about Cross Saber. Is a Cross Saber, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So the 3 volumes, so you guys know, all 3 of our main riders, Blades, Espada, and Saber, all get a 3-volume, what they call a Wonder Combo. It is where they essentially get 3 of the like tailored to them books. And
would you say they are complete? But yeah, so essentially it's supposed to be their super forms. They're
super base forms, essentially. They're final
that's
base
a good
forms.
Way to put it. Yeah. Final base forms.
Final base forms. There's Neo Showa and final base forms, damn it. This is when I think they peak out on their base designs. Honestly, all 3 of them are fire, and I think cool best versions of them. I think Sabers is a little too much red, but again, it's because it's, red isn't my most favoriteest color. I prefer the other 2 colors. We'll get to in a minute, but
yeah, I mean, to be fair, they're all saturated.
They're all super saturated. Yes, yeah. I just think red is the least appealing to have saturated so much, in my opinion. But so if you guys don't know, the books that he's using are his Brave Dragon, and then he has Storm Eagle, and then he has Journey to the West as his last one.
Yes.
So if you guys are familiar with Dragon Ball or Sun Wukong, anything like that, that is Journey to the West. That is the last form, and he does a cool like pole extension thing, and he can fly on a Nimbus Cloud. And I don't know why he needs to fly on a Nimbus Cloud when he has eagle wings, but don't ask questions.
Because they had all this stuff. They're we still have all these assets to use. What do we do? Just fucking do it.
They built all these pieces. They were like, let's just fucking put it together. I like this form. It's solid. It's cool. I think it's the best version of his base form. It's a lot of red. That's all. Fair,
but
yeah, he has the power poker.
Yeah, I feel the worst one is the yellow one, because there's as much as the red might hit you in any light, the yellow and gold is so. Hang on now,
we're only talking about Crimson Dragon right now. I didn't get to the gold.
Excuse me, but I'm just saying, we're talking about your dislike for the red. I'm talking about the yellow.
Well,
but yeah,
when we get to the Yellow Ranger, we can talk about your disdain for yellow.
I didn't say the Ranger. I like the Yellow Ranger. I like all Yellow Rangers.
That's fine.
So okay,
but yeah,
I would. In terms of the one thing that I don't like about it is that it does suffer from the animal face everywhere. So yeah, it's always going to be a thing for me. So yeah, basically, I don't know, not that. Fuck.
I personally would do this basically good, in my opinion.
Fair. Because I don't want to put mediocre, because that's just me being biased. So yeah,
okay, basically good. Cool.
Basically good.
Because we have a tie between absolute gold and basically good. So
basically good.
Let's go basically good. I like this one. I like this one.
The animal helms, and it's going to be the same for fucking all of them.
Yeah. And then let me get to just narrowing down our list here for the last couple. Why don't we just go through the others? We'll talk about the gold one since you had mentioned the gold one. We'll talk about Espada's 3 form.
Yeah, it's just the helmet is the dopest part of it.
Yeah,
but it's just as much red, as much blue. Just the yellow seems to be like so much more aggressive.
Okay, I personally think this one is absolute fucking gold, and I don't mean that because it's gold. It is, but I love this form. I think this form looks so good personally. Let me open this poll back up for you guys at home. But yeah, I think this one it's my favorite of the 3. Yes, even given my Rintaro love, this is my favorite of the 3. I think this one is just gorgeous and glorious and beautiful. So oh, are you muted? You're cold. You're quiet.
Oh no, I knocked out my cable. Sorry guys. So yeah, so all I was saying is the coil look of the smoke and the helmet, that's a nice touch. I never noticed that before.
Yeah. That's right, Sabers. I was wondering what was on his arm. It's the Sabers dogs. I forgot the last one he used was Sabers.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's his like animal. So they seem to have a kind of a thing going on, like mythological animal, actual animal, and then like object kind of thing. It seems to be what a lot of these 3 books go with. And his mythological animal is Sabers.
Makes sense.
Pretty cool. Yeah, so they are giving it absolute gold in the chat as well.
I'll go with it. That's fine.
Yeah. So
even though I might have to put shades on to look at it, it is dope to look at.
And then let's talk about Cross Saber since we saw the Crimson Dragon. We'll come back to Rintaro. Let me pull this up here. So, getting back to Saber and his final form, Cross Saber itself. You guys have seen his base form now. You guys can see his super final form.
Yeah. Just picture like you dipped it in one of those fun little paint it yourself thingies and just tie-dyed it in the cosmic colors. Now, in that same respect, the fact that it's hand painted is amazing.
I was going to say, this sword, super impressive. It has all the sounds from like every sword they've released. Super cool. The suit being hand painted, super dope. I respect the hell out of that. The form itself, poopy doo doo caca. Not a fan. Even slightly. I love the stuff that the sword does. The sword is the only thing I like. The form itself is like, why are we even here? Why are we doing this? You knocked your cord out again.
Damn it. I really don't know if it's the fact that it is the base form repaint, but I think if they did this, I think it's a joke painting, joke one where it's on the elemental form or the primitive form.
Okay.
I don't know if that's an official one, but let me show you.
Because the only other ones we have are the 3 volume with all 3 of them, and then the Crimson Dragon.
Okay, so I saw this picture, and it actually looks okay in this design. But yeah, dropping that in the Discord, guys. This design I kind of like a lot more.
Yeah. It works better.
Yeah, it better. Not amazing, but better.
Yeah.
It just doesn't imply power. Nothing about Cross Saber says final form to me.
Yeah.
You know what it looks like? Remember in the old Pokemon games?
Yep.
When it was evolving, and it would get this little thing.
Yep.
That's what it's doing.
It looks like it's evolving. Yep.
And it just stopped.
100%.
You hit B and the game froze.
I think this is, and I'm not saying it's lazy because again, I can't stress this enough. This fucking suit is hand painted.
Right. Yeah.
It's not lazy from a design perspective. It's lazy from an upgrade perspective, in my opinion.
Yes.
And I get it's all about the swords. Saber is all about the swords. It's just, I feel like it was a budgetary upgrade, is what it was.
Fair.
To like recast new pieces, things like that. And I don't know the story behind it. It doesn't do a lot for me. I just respect the hell out of it being fucking hand painted.
Yeah.
So I personally would put this in 4 as well. It seems to be where chat's putting it.
How many of us were hoping that it wasn't the final form when they said it was?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I was honestly expecting there to be like a book that went with it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, he gets this. Okay, he can use his 3 volume, but then he gets like a cosmic book. You know what I mean? Right. Like he gets the fucking Cthulhu book or some shit. Like
the book of creation. I thought that was going to be like the book that he put together, and
nope.
That's the final form.
He just the power of friendships the sword together, and yeah. So it looks like we're feeling a 4 across the board here for our friend. We need a Knights of the Round book for the sword. Yes, that would have been perfect.
Oh
just
yeah,
King
but then
Arthur, not the King Arthur because we had King Arthur. But yeah, that would have been perfect.
Yeah, they take half the episode just to do it. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yep. And honestly, I feel the same about the other forms that he uses with it. It's the same issues I have, so I'm going to put them in the same tier.
Fair.
To be honest, can't believe it's mediocre. Speaking of which, we were just talking about Knights of the Round, and I was going to say he could use a King Arthur book. He does get King Arthur.
Yeah, he does.
So he does get a where is it here? Dragon Arthur. He does get a King Arthur. It's a secondary book. They made some big deal out of it and then used it for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm going to put it, I can't believe it's mediocre, to be fair, because of the way they used it.
What about the mech?
The mech is ridiculous.
I love it.
So I'll open the poll. Actually, I forgot about the mech. So I'll open the poll just for the mech.
Just for the mech, yes.
That uses him as a sword.
Because of that, it slaps. This slaps. Thank you.
The robot slaps. The form itself is fine.
The robot slaps, you guys. Let me put another here. It's not even a dope ass pick. Remember, this thing is a Buster Colossal Sword. Okay? Yep. And it becomes a mech.
Becomes a goddamn mech.
And it wields itself.
It looks like Robo Knight.
It wields its owner.
Peacemaker says 2 because the robot uses Saber as a sword. Absolutely.
Yes. That's the top tier, bro. Sorry, I'm dying.
Interesting. No, I was just looking at Peacemaker put up a picture of a better cross saber. I like this a lot better. Yeah, they changed the helmet a little bit, give it some more accents. Very cool. I would have liked that a lot more. Yeah, definitely. Oh, wow. Yeah. But yeah, this is Robo Knight, aka Ryu Soldier Saber. It's very Ryu Soldier like mech feeling, and that's King Arthur. So, yeah. What do we got? Absolute gold. You guys are crazy. Okay, we're putting it in absolute gold. Y'all, Arthur, this is your list, bro. So I get it.
Arthur's gold, bro. Arthur's gold. Because they only used it twice, man. Poor fuck.
Yeah. I wanted him to use Arthur and Yuri at the same time. To be honest with you,
that would have been dope. That would have been some crazy shit.
That would have been really cool. All right, and what is this one? That's the 3-volume. We got this one in here. And okay, so we have something in here too. I'm gonna save. We already did the final form. Let's do. Before we do the other 2 final forms, let's finish off Rintaro's because we kind of stopped with Rintaro's stuff.
Oh, okay.
So let's go back to Rintaro. Rintaro gets his 2 upgrades. We'll start with the Wonder Forms or the Wonder Combo, his 3-volume, and then we can talk about King Lion Senki. And then we can talk about the 3.
And then we can talk about the one that you want to talk about the most.
The one I want to fucking talk about the most. So, all right, so let's start with the Wonder Combo. Right. This is his 3-volume match that goes with like the golden red one we just saw. This is Rintaro's. I think solid middle of the ground. This is, solid, basically good. This is the most basically good suit in Saber, in my opinion. Little bit too much going on, but at the same time, it's kind of cool. I don't hate it.
The redeeming thing is the hook. That I still like that.
Like that hook, don't you?
I like that hook a lot. That hook power up, and it just, I think the fact that it goes from darker to lighter is a nice touch.
Yeah.
So
pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool.
In terms of I think is it the only one that does that? Because the other 2 kind of stay consistent.
No, so the gold one did have slight variations of gold and yellow. It was
the undersuit,
dark yellow, white, yellow, and then like gold.
I see that.
Yeah. Okay. This one did as well, and then Sabers was pretty across the board, except I think Storm Eagle's a little lighter, and then the Journey to the West is a little darker.
Yeah, I see that now.
So there's slight variations. It's just this one is the most noticeable.
Yeah, the pleasing too, because it's not so brash.
What do you think about the helmet?
I like the helmet
with the extra little wing on it.
It's the wing and the flare, but it's also it complements the pauldrons that spike out too. So it's not like 2 different directions. It's all coming out. I'm digging it. It's like a wave.
He gets a Pegasus on his 3rd one, so he gets Lion Zenki, he gets Peter Fantasia, and they call it's Peter Pan. And then he gets Pegasus is his kind of spiritual animal, mythical thing going on.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
I'm with it.
Pretty solid. You guys rating absolute gold. You guys really like this form. I dig it. I'm always a fan of Rintaro love.
Yes, sir.
And speaking of which, Blastoise. How do you feel about Blastoise? Are you guys fans of Blastoise?
Because design.
That's his equivalent to the Dragonic Knight. He becomes Blastoise.
I like Pokemon a lot. You're not gonna get me to go against Pokemon, but bro, I like this design. The blue, damn, This is gold to me too.
This is absolute gold. Okay.
This is gold to me too.
I give this one gold as well. I do like this form a lot. Even Peacemaker said gold. I was about to mention that. He says gold because he turns into Liger from Zoids. Yeah, he becomes a big dumb CG lion, which was kind of cool, honestly, for as much of an issue as I have with big dumb CG things. I think the colors are really cool. I like the black visor in this one, how the visor becomes that deep black. Very cool. The Blastoise cannons are kind of whatever. But
they give it more of an adult look. You know what I mean? It's like it grew up a little bit. Here you go.
Dragonic Knight is obviously a much better design, but I think this is a solid like counterpart to it.
Right. Yeah. It wouldn't overtake that design. It would complement it very well.
Yeah. Which it should. And I still don't understand these like Dragon Visor and Tiger Visor things that they have, the little like wristband things. I don't get it. But yeah, those are things that happen. I just like I see them and I feel like my hand would cramp up because I feel like your hand can't move.
Ryuki, if you watch, he's always like clutched it. Like
he always has it like here, and I feel like it's always pressing against his palm, and that gives me like anxiety thinking about it.
It's like, how do you do anything?
Yeah.
So no, I'm with it.
Yeah, I would give this. I agree. It looks like we're giving this one absolute gold. I agree with that.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
God dang. Oof.
It's good soul.
And the gloss on the blue and the
yeah, it's kind of like a metallic. It's not even like a gloss. It's metallic almost. Okay. So we have one more form for each of our main three. Where should we start?
Let's start.
So we have Espada's final form, the movie form. We have Rintaro's final form, and then we also have the crossover anniversary Saber final form.
Espada.
Okay, let's start with Espada's final form. So it's a movie crossover, or I should say a movie form, and it's a repaint. Because Saber loves to do that, apparently.
It only do it. It only knew how to do that.
So now that you guys have seen sort of a lot of the forms and kind of gotten an idea, this form may look familiar. This is based on the 1001 Arabian Nights. I don't know how to feel about this form. I hate that it's a repaint of this particular form. So this is I just pulled it up on the screen for everyone to see. Arabiana, what is it called? Espada Arabiana Knight is a repaint of Primitive Dragon. And
I pulled up the wrong one.
I think that was a terrible choice for a repaint if you're going to repaint any of them. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, why does the Arabian... Is there a dragon? I mean, maybe it does make sense. I don't know the stories because there's 1,000 of them in that goddamn book.
all of those fucking gaidens were not great. So even if it does relate to something drastic to his character, it's not going to overtake what took place in the story itself. You know?
No, I just... Strictly from a design point, I think there would have been better suits. Like, okay, so what about instead of Primitive Dragon, they repainted Durandal?
Well, look at
to like a gold and black.
Yeah, in the Discord, I put up another one that they took and redid a repaint on, and it's basically Jao with.
Okay. See, this is kind of what I expected. It was like a final form, dark electric kind of thing. This would have been really cool, even if they reversed the colors. It would have been really cool. Instead we got a repaint of Primitive Dragon, which was just an odd choice in my opinion. I like the colors. I like that. I like the helmet a lot. Honestly, it was an odd choice.
Yeah, I agree. I don't feel like this is a strong final form at all.
No,
I don't feel like
it's very much a movie form.
Yeah. So yeah, for me, this is can't believe it's mediocre.
Yeah. Nope. I agree with that. Put that bad boy in the mediocre. All right. Let's do... I want to save the best for last, personally.
Of course, I know.
Yeah.
Was it Saber Anniversary one?
Saber Anniversary, yeah. The superhero Senki.
Yes. Yes.
Anniversary form. That they definitely didn't destroy Dragonic Knight to make. So, if you guys didn't know, there is a 45th anniversary and a... 45th and 50th anniversary movie between Saber and Sentai, and Zenkaiger was on at the time. So Saber gets a Zenkaiger suit. He gets a Zenkaiger power up. It's a book. I forget what the book itself is called. It's just Superhero Senki, I think. But basically, it's the Sentai crossover suit. Cool idea. Cool until we get to the helmet, because the helmet is Dragonic Knights, and that pissed me off.
Yeah.
I have no actual issue with the helmet because it's a cool fucking helmet, but why did we have to take the coolest suit in the show and make it this?
So the fact that here's what I'm trying to say is, I think the fact that they went so hard with promoting this shit that they couldn't go back. They couldn't reverse course. Like, you can't get Draconic after this because this is now the helmet. Does that make sense?
Yeah. The thing is, like, I love this suit.
Do you?
Actually, yeah, no, because like the Zenkaiger pauldrons I talked about when we looked at Zenkaiger, I love the Zenkaiger pauldrons. I think those are cool. I'm here for big dumb shoulders on Sentai and heroes in general. I'm here for it. The fact that listen, don't judge me. I think this suit works really, really, really well together from the neck down. And then we get to the helmet, which looks really cool. I love the colors. I'm here for all of it. I love the kind of like ghost flame X it's got going on.
Yeah.
It's Dragonic Knights. Yeah. Literally could have used any other helmet and I would have been fine. Just use Saber's base helmet. That's all you had to do. Use any other one. Just not Dragonic Knight. That's my issue.
I'm so sorry. Issue.
I like the rest of it. I really do. He used it for all of 2 seconds and it was cool. That's where Neo Showa started for me.
Oh, shit. Dude, I don't know. For me, this is above Kaka because it does work. It does work as a suit, but it's so disrespectful.
Peacemaker saying, in theory, it's not gone forever. Kuga Mighty getting repainted black for Amazing and then back to Mighty for a decade. Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair.
That's fair.
Touche.
But I feel like they're not going to do that because it's a super form, not like a final form of any kind. You know what I mean? Like, that was a base form for them to use. You guys are putting this in absolute gold. I get it. I totally do. I'm not going to argue with it. I'm just upset about Dragonic Knight. That's really all it is.
Yeah, we're being salty.
I'm a salty motherfucker. That's all it is. So, yeah.
It's cool.
Anyway, let's end it on the highest possible fucking note other than Dragonic Knight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So.
All right. So the reason everybody showed up tonight, we want to talk about what you would get if you gave Carl a rider belt. If you gave Carl the option to upgrade his powers and look to his personal tastes. And you get Kyojo Senki.
Kyojo fucking Senki. So if you guys don't know, I fucking love this form. I think this form is so dope. And if I could somehow go from Genbu to Kyojo Senki and make it make sense, I'd be here for it.
It would. There was no question. Nobody's going to question you because by the time you finish the henshin, they're just so in tears of the amazingness.
The beauty that has succumbed to them.
It should always be followed by like an angelic call. This is.
I just want the Zio call. That's right. Zio! Oh my god. This form fucking slaps. I love everything about this goddamn form. I think the colors are beautiful. I like the ice blue. I love the hair. The hair is so damn cool. I think he's got this Jiraiya fucking huge hairpiece coming out the back. He's got ice things. He turns into a fucking ice shark and grows ice wings. It is the coolest goddamn form in the show next to Dragonic Knight. Hands down.
Okay.
Like it should have been, our final episode should have been Kyojo Senki and Dragonic Knight tag teaming Storius. That's what it should have been.
Agreed. But every time he does fight, he is as exciting to watch fight as Toma was. Yep. Like this final form is awesome. Like they don't, it's not downplayed. He's not like he is second fiddle, but it's not downplayed to that extent. Yeah. He is insanely powerful to the point we are so stoked about this. I don't know if we disclosed that, but when Carl was redesigning the template here, this is the blue we went with.
Yep. I literally color pick dropped that bitch, put it on here.
That chest piece. Oh,
it's so good. This form is so goddamn good. And his original helmet is in there frozen over with the lion head bitten on top of it. Oh my God, it's so fucking good.
Gotta hear the jingle.
It's so loud though.
Fuck it.
Oh, did I break it?
Oh no. Yes, sir.
Oh, I broke it. Hang on.
That's all right.
Hang on. I forget how to do this. There you go.
Even the announcer's excited. Come on.
Even the announcer's fucking... And it won't close now. Even the announcer's excited. Oh, God. Jesus.
But it has the whole... Everything about this is the theme, the ice theme, the dragon motif. I mean, excuse me, the lion motif, and the color scheme.
Yeah. It's fucking cool. I fucking love this form.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's perfect. This is insanely large as well. This book is literally...
That is true.
Like, that's next to my head. It's half of my goddamn head. And it's a big head. Almost as half as my head is thick. Like, look at this.
Yeah.
Wild. Yeah.
That's a boss.
This form fucking slaps.
Yes, sir.
And I will not accept anything less. I am so happy you all agree with me.
Absolutely. No questions. Best suit out of the show.
Next to Draconic Knight. I'm going to put it right behind Draconic Knight. Because Draconic Knight holds my heart forever. But
I'll allow it.
Yeah. Like, actually, let's just do one of these. We're going to do this. I'm going to do one of these. So, top 4, we're going Draconic Knight, Kyojo Senki, Joel Dragon, and Genbu. Those are our top 4. Fuck yeah. And that's pretty much all the Saber. The only one that we actually ended with in Pupidudo Kaka tier is Tassel. So...
That's fine.
It can fucking die in eternity down there.
That is exactly where it belongs. Know it. Stay there.
That is it. That is for all of our riders. And, you know, usually K20 comes in and asks us to design a rider. But you had asked me earlier, think of a book.
Yes.
And I think that's a fun way to kind of end this discussion of our books for ourselves, our super books. You know, what ours would be besides Kyoto Senki and fucking Genbu for me. But like, if we had to pick our own original book, what would it be?
I was curious because it took me a minute to think of a realm of like them, because they did a lot of fiction, a lot of you know, Three Little Pigs, and I'm like, am I going too dark? Fuck it. Yes I am.
Yep.
So if I had a book, I would go with, well, I don't know if it's an actual book, but I would do the Raven, and the Raven story.
Okay.
Would be my book.
Like Nevermore.
Yeah. So that would be my book, and then the motif I would get out of that, I thought would be a fire poker.
Okay. You just want death poker is what you want.
I was going there.
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd notice.
Yeah, you just wanted death poker and Melon Ring. That's all you wanted.
That's amazing. Yes. But I thought of one for you, and I think I hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm not going to get into it, but I have a thing with religion. But the closest thing I've had to a religious experience was reading the Book of Five Rings. And that is a great book that helped me through a lot of things throughout my life, a lot of down moments in mental spaces, things like that. It's a book that I've listened to multiple times and have tried to apply to myself, and it's helped me grow a lot. And the Book of Five Rings, like, I never really thought of it that way, which was interesting when you brought it up. That was an instant pick. Like, it just makes sense. And you, I'm gonna bring up a picture for anyone. You picked something in particular that also struck a chord very deeply, because I was like, God, I forgot how much I love this movie.
What's honestly weird about it is when I thought about me, about the books that I would choose, the very following thought is, no, that's Carl. That's totally Carl. Holy shit.
Yeah. So, if anyone has ever seen the wonderful Sentai movie Warriors of Virtue,
yes, sir,
with the kangaroo Sentai Virtue Man,
gonna put a picture.
My man Yi. Oh my god, he's so cool. He doesn't talk through the entire movie. He uses this really cool metal metal hoop, and he just fucks people up. And I've been watching a lot of videos of there's a Wing Chun training hoop that people use. Apparently, really? There's a trend going on right now in boxing that's using this Wing Chun hoop for training, and so it's intrigued me a little bit. And it was very interesting that you brought this up because I was like, oh shit, that actually like works way deeper at a level that we both would have thought.
I didn't even realize that. Holy shit.
So that's really cool because he just uses this big metal hoop and he's beating the crap out of people and he's like disarming them and putting them in like grapples and stuff. It's very cool. Listen, is awesome. Yeah.
I can't suggest the movie if you're not up for a 90s total nostalgia trip.
The most 90s.
But I will absolutely suggest watching the fight scenes.
What's up?
Oh
yeah.
These fight sequences are crisp.
They are. The acting is not great. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's kind of terrible. Also, K20 with the raid. Appreciate you, dude.
Shut up, bro.
And also redeeming a kaiju. But yes, this is absolutely perfect. Book of Five Rings. And if like we have to reuse some fucking piece, we can just use the Kiwi discs like Aguilera did. So it's close enough, right?
Oh man, now I have to watch the movie again later.
Yeah, man. Did you know there's a sequel?
Yes, but there's no ruse.
There's no kangaroos. They become human.
No, they become human.
So they didn't have to pay for like the masks and animatronics and things. They become human. No, it's not the same.
It is not the same.
I remember seeing it way back when, but yeah, no, I refuse to watch it again.
Wait, you actually saw the movie?
I remember seeing it when I was younger. I think I blocked it out, honestly. It's like Guyver. I'm gonna die on the hill. The first one is the best one, whether it's good or not. So
fair enough.
Yeah. So we even watched 2, and I know it's a fantastic fucking movie, but the first one's better. Damn it,
guys. Komodo, the villain. He's voiced by, when he's in his action sequences, he's voiced by Scott McNeil. And I don't know if anybody remembers Scott McNeil. Scott McNeil voiced every exciting character you remember from the 90s. Piccolo, Duo Maxwell, all of those fucking guys. I think he even did Yamcha. Did he do Yamcha? I can't remember.
Probably at some point.
But he did Piccolo. And remember, guys, this is the screamy ocean dub Piccolo, not the Chris Sabat. I can't even say his name without spine shuddering. Yeah,
which the ocean dub went all the way through the Frieza saga, I believe.
Yeah. But Scott McNeil does all his like fighting yelling. There's one specific moment where he does like this guttural attack, and it just every time I get so hyped because it's just oh my god,
good.
So we got to design a kaiju.
Great. Yeah. Let's do a storybook themed since we're on Saber.
Okay.
A storybook kaiju, which I feel like opens that up to a lot of very easy things. Because kaiju are kind of storybooky to begin with.
We're gonna throw a twist.
Okay.
So because it's a kaiju, we have to make this a monster element. Let's think of a kangaroo book.
Yes.
Right?
Basically, giant kaiju Alex.
That's awesome.
Just a giant boxing kangaroo.
It's gotta have the entire. You know what? Its feet are also gonna have
boxing gloves on
it.
Okay. I like where we're going with this. Yep.
But it's actually no. So its hands are gonna have the boxing gloves, right? We're gonna have boxing glove hands, but we're also gonna have kestises on the feet. So what style kestises? Because they kick. Those bastards kick.
They fucking kick.
They kick like a fuck. All right. Got 1, got 2. What should we put on the head?
I don't know.
You're talking big obnoxious Roger Everlast gloves on the
just fucking whatever sponsored glove they want. On the head. You can give him like a Saiyan Scouter since we were just talking about Scott McNeil.
It's done. Done. We have never put something bizarre on the tail yet. It's always been something like a stinger.
We definitely put like a chainsaw or some shit on the last Kaiju's tail. Yeah, it was like an armadillo or something, and we put like a fucking chainsaw or some shit on the tail.
All right. And it has one robot eye.
One robot eye. Yes, perfect.
All right. It has a championship belt, right? Okay. But it's not just a championship belt. It's also a vector cannon.
Perfect. So, done. Or put the vector cannon on his tail.
The vector cannon on the tail. Awesome. Yep. All right. So he does have a championship belt.
Yep.
And it's shaped like a peach.
And then it can go on all fours and fire the vector cannon.
It can only go on all fours and fire the vector cannon.
Yeah, you have to be completely grounded to fire the vector cannon, people.
You're not firing a vector cannon and chilling after that, bro.
Yeah. You don't fire a vector cannon in the air. It's not how that works. You have to be grounded.
If you fire the vector cannon in the air, you are liable to rip and tear the realms.
You destroy yourself. The kickback will literally destroy you. You have to firmly plant your feet. Ada will remind you 30 times every time. I've pressed the circle button plenty of times in the air.
When was the last time you played
we streamed Zone of the Enders about 3 months ago. Yeah, we got about halfway through it. I gotta finish it. We fought Lloyd, the butler dude in the dark. When you get the zero shift upgrade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When you wait, there's this. Is that the one with the secret suit, or is that the secret upgrade for the Jehuti, or is it just?
No, so Jehutis, you get the second form naturally through the story. It gets the zero shift upgrade because that's the only way you can keep up with Anubis. It gets the teleport. And then when you beat the game, you unlock Naked Jehuti because that's the final form you get.
Thank you.
The armor gets blown off in the final level. We're talking about a game from like 15 years ago at this point, people. It's called Zone of the Enders Second Runner. Go play it. It's fucking cool. Or just watch me when I inevitably stream it again. So, yeah.
Because that's going to happen. It has to happen.
We're on like the last 3 levels. We were on the level where you had to like fight. You're just in the wave of army people. We were on that level where you just like go around trying to save everyone and fight in the military storming base. On the way to Anubis. I'm coming.
We need
fucking rings out of my ears every once in a while.
It's missing something.
Viola.
What's the book? What's the book about?
What's the book about?
What's the book Kaiju about? It's a kangaroo book, but it's based on
Clifford the big red dog.
No. Got it.
Is it what was the Warriors of Virtue book called? Human. Wow, there's books of Warriors of Virtue. I didn't know these were books, and I'm here for it. I'm about to just go into a fucking hole. Oh my god. Clifford versus Godzilla. Perfect.
All right. We need a name.
I genuinely didn't know this was a series of books. Oh my god. And it's $30 on Amazon.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I'll lose you for a week.
Somebody stop me!
Right.
There will be no episode of Tokudon next week because I will be busy reading Warriors of Virtue.
We lost Carl to the Warriors of Virtue book. He's going to come back a whole different person. All right.
Give in to the dark side. There's literally a book for every one of the warriors. That is so cool.
That is kind of dope, though.
Yun and the sea serpent, Lai and the headhunters, Sun and the rats, Chi and the giant, Yi and the wolves.
Chi was my guy.
Chi was the one who had that like fire whip thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yi was pretty dope, though. I did like Lai a lot, too.
All right, so ready for the reveal, and then we'll come up with a name.
Ready? Oh, I'm ready.
There you go.
Oh, my God. Good Lord. Does it have like a ring coat on? Is that what's happening?
That's the book opened up behind it. So
okay.
Back is the book.
So it has book wings. Got it.
The front, the book's spine is the front of the kangaroo.
Oh my god. What in the... Yeah, that's the kangaroo one's the worst virtue.
It has the quads so that it can plant firmly before firing. You have the www.
You have no idea what a kangaroo looks like, do you? He looks like a bandit trying to rob a store.
That's perfect. I have the 9,000 on the scouter just to be sure that it is a scouter. Obviously,
does he have a scouter on both eyes?
Yes.
You have to be extra sure. You have to check the data. Josh thought he was flashing us.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I love that his tail isn't even a tail. It's just like a pipe into his body that has this vector cannon eyeball on it.
That's perfect.
Oh my god. These are so much fun.
I love it. And it's always so much fun. Always.
The best part is your amazing artistic abilities.
You guys, you know I'm gonna sell these one day, right? This is gonna put our kids through college.
Like Tokudon will die in the ages of obscurity and the annals of history, and your drawings will live on.
Please, just save
like,
the book.
It'll be Van Gogh, Melendez.
I'm gonna be. It's just. It'll be me in the casket.
Oh my goodness! Wild.
Welcome to the name for this thing.
Friends, go watch Warriors of Virtue. That movie's fucking great.
If you take anything out of today's cast, take Warriors of Virtue.
Take Warriors of Virtue, and Hyocho Senki is the greatest suit ever. So that's it, yo. If you guys want to follow me during the week, I am right here, twitch.tv/KaijuCarl. You can also join live if you're listening in the future times and just deal with these shenanigans live and take part in things like this.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. We're here for you guys.
It's fun. It's fun. We do stuff like this every once in a while when we don't have good movies to watch. So, yeah.
We abandon hope.
We abandon all hope. Ye who enter here. You know, and I'm at Kaiju Carl on all the social media stuff if you want to check out my other shenanigans and projects and things that I do. YouTube, you can go to Tokudon, or you can go to my personal channel at Kaiju, or youtube.com, Kaiju Carl.
And you can catch all my stuff, 6echoes at everything, 6echoes.se@gmail.com if you want to send me any of your creepy pasta stories. Thank you. I've done speaking. We're done.
We did the speak. We've done
the talk. I'm done.
We did the thing.
Okay, bye.
About to order fucking bunch of Warriors of Virtue books. Anyway, hey.
Done. Bye. See ya.
Friends, have a good night.